All right, live.
Wait, they can see us?
Yeah, we live, baby.
All right, guys. Welcome to the Unfiltered podcast, man. Holy shit, I didn't even know we were live yet. But it's an amazing panel here tonight. It's gonna be a great show. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Oh no! I would have touched you with a fucking stick.
Yo, baby, how y'all doing on this beautiful Thursday night? Tonight we're joined with 5 beautiful ladies and 1 guy. Tonight we are going to bring you a special podcast. This is our second day back. I'm excited to have these discussions. Guys, make sure you join the locals. If you're not in the locals already, that's where you get all the behind the scenes footage that I know y'all want to see. That means the girls after the podcast hop on the stripper pole, which we need to add. We got a lot of additions to make. The behind the scenes from the yacht parties, that's all in the locals. So make sure you join the locals. Also, guys, join our Discord and the YouTube. Become a YouTube member, though. You have to go to our channel, click join. There's 6 tiers. The top tier gives you the best perks possible. That means top percentages off of merch, the member chat on Instagram where you get to talk to us with only the members, which we're very active in. And you also get our personal number, do it business with us, guys.
Yeah. Special thanks to the panel today for coming through. We appreciate you guys coming. Thank you for your time. Also, guys, thank you to the chat for tuning in. We understand that you guys could be anywhere here, but you're here with us. Sorry. Guys, if you want to shop merch, make sure you guys go to unfilteredshop.com. And then also, if you guys want to gift Dina a membership,
she needs that shit. Dina needs that.
I don't know how to do it on my phone. I'm old, you guys.
That's
I don't
okay.
have a desktop.
Okay, before you leave here, we'll help you out with that. Okay.
Yes.
Guys, make sure you turn the option to receive memberships. Okay, because some people do gift memberships on here, but you gotta have that option available. Special shout out to Curtis in the back doing the work as always. Look at him, man. Shout out to you, bro. We appreciate that. Jules is actually more involved with the chat with you guys today, just FYI. So I'm pretty sure she'll tell you guys what's going on with there. Also, guys, let's get the chat. Let's get the panel introduced real quick. We'll start off with, we'll start off this way and end with him. How about that? Go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Can I get your name, Major, what you do for a living?
I'm Dina. I'm old as fuck. And I am a comedian and an insurance broker.
Okay.
Comedian, insurance broker. Where can people find you?
Everywhere. I actually have a show tonight in Brickell. I have a sold out show tomorrow in Hollywood with Justin Silva.
Where are these places at?
Tonight is Aficionados in Brickell. Tomorrow, it's sold out. You can't get tickets for tomorrow, but it's in Hollywood at this place called Arieto. Yeah. Next week, I'm all over town again. I'll be at Tipsy Flamingo on Sunday. On Tuesday, I'll be at Dom's. Wednesday, I'll be at the SLS.
Damn, you work every day.
I'm out here.
Okay.
This comedy thing
Shout
is
out to
comedy.
Okay,
Right
cool.
now,
Shout out to you.
We're doing it.
Okay. What about you? Go ahead.
I'm Rebecca. I'm 18 and I own a nail and lash business.
Speaking to the mic, please. Come up a little bit more. I don't know if you want to turn her up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So what's your name again? Rebecca. And you're 18, right? Okay. Shout out to you, actually. What about you? Go ahead.
I'm Sarah. I'm 18 and I'm a college student majoring in biology.
Biology. What do you want to do with that?
I want to study medicine. I don't really know specifically. Thinking more cardiology, traumology, working in the ER.
Okay. I thought you were about to say I want to make a fake vaccine company, some shit like that.
Start a drug cartel.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I'm Melanie and I'm 18 and I'm unemployed right now, but I'm studying business. I don't know. I'm trying to get into that.
Okay. Studying business. Shout out to you. What about you?
I'm Nati. I'm 18. I'm one of the hosts of the Young Hustlers podcast, and I own a catering business.
Okay, catering business. Shout out to you. And shout out to the podcast too. Okay, what about you, bro?
19. My name's Jakeem, and I'm the host of the Young Hustlers podcast with Nati. I do a whole lot whole bunch of stuff, but we're not gonna get into that.
Okay, shout out to you, bro, and you welcome
So-
back, by the way. Okay, cool. And then obviously you guys know I'm the host, Eric, and then we got the other host here, Basil.
What's up?
Steve actually is out on business today. Shout out to him though. He'll be back tomorrow. Chat, if you guys have any questions, make sure you guys go ahead and talk to Jules about that, man. So make sure she'll relay that up or put it up on the screen. And then any super chats will be read out loud by Curtis. We're working on a new feature that if you guys super chat, it'll actually just read it out loud while we're live, so that we don't have to wait for you guys to, I guess, we won't read your chats 5-10 minutes late, because I understand you guys are super chatting, spending money to talk to us, and if we get to you guys 10 minutes late, man, it kind of feels like you wasted money. So we want to make sure that we honor your super chats and just let you know that we appreciate you guys. Thank you, man. Okay, cool. So I know we had a few subjects that we wanted to touch today. Curtis, do you have those pulled up yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna pull up some subjects that we want to talk and cover. He'll pull them up on the screen, and then you guys tell me what you guys think about that. Okay.
Yeah. So the first one we're going to go over is the Neon antagonizing Tate on live with Aiden.
Okay, cool. And is that a video or just like a picture?
It's a picture on Instagram.
Okay, cool. So just pull that up real quick, then.
1 second.
You want to give them a little bit of context of what that is?
Yeah, Tate is actually he was on a live stream with Aiden, and whenever Aiden
Put the camera on you when you talk, bro.
all right, my bad. Yeah, Tate was actually talking to Aiden live, and then he brought in a friend by the name of Neon. And whenever he started talking to Tate, he just went a little rampant about, I don't know, he was just giving him hell, saying, hey, you're not real. Everything you say is fake, and just going on with the news narrative and what the media normally says. And then whenever Tate, he was like, I'm just going to ignore this, and he let him go. But after that video, Neon actually got bullied. So we're about to be pulling that
Yeah,
up.
they said
Yeah,
that
if you could pull that up, man. Just so. So does everyone here on the table know who Andrew Tate is?
Yeah.
Sir.
Okay, so everybody knows who he is. Okay, cool. Does everyone know who Aiden Ross is?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone here knows who Aiden Ross is? Oh, okay, wow. Good for you guys. And I guess I don't think they would know
No
who
one
his friend
knows
is.
who
No, I don't know who
Okay,
that
cool.
is.
I know who that is.
So Aiden is actually he's our neighbor essentially. Lives down the street now. We're living right next to him right before we moved to the new place. But he's a big streamer and he's cool with Andrew Tate. And essentially they were having a show and one of his friends came on, and I think I saw a little bit of the video and he was being very disrespectful.
Very, very disrespectful.
So what happened is, I guess some guys ended up seeing that. They caught him out on the street and I don't know if they beat him up.
Nah, they beat him up and took his shoes. He was wearing some Jordans. They snatched that.
You think they physically beat him up though?
Yeah, he was bleeding. And his shirt was ripped.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see. It didn't look like they beat him up.
No, they beat
Nah,
Okay.
they beat his.
Okay, so I guess, do you want to put that up real quick, bro? Go ahead.
Didn't Andrew Tate invite him to come to Romania to I guess train or something?
Yeah, after he saw that, he did the same thing he did with Aiden, invited him to train and make him a better person.
So Aiden and
essentially.
him were friends.
Yeah.
Before.
No. So Aiden and Andrew are friends, but Aiden is also friends with the guy who was disrespecting Andrew, which was kind of weird for me. But
Aiden invited that guy.
yes,
Yes.
after he got
Yeah.
beat up, Andrew invited him to go to Romania so he can train him. Does that make sense? So it's almost like if we were doing an interview, me, you, and him, and you were friends with him, but you were disrespecting me. I saw you got beat up, and then I'm like, hey, why don't you come over to my house and I'll train you, even though you were being disrespectful to me. So that's why we wanted to bring that up. It's just because a lot of people talk a lot of shit about Andrew, but he constantly shows that he's not that bad of a guy. You know,
Would you do something like that? Or would you have invited Neon back?
I don't think I would have invited him, to be honest. I don't like disrespect, so I don't think I would have invited him. But yeah,
You wouldn't
just-
feel bad for him getting his ass beat.
no,
like
bro.
that?
I talked to my girl about this shit. I thought that was a good thing. I think that was a good thing. I think him getting his ass beat is a good thing. Like
It's a
now,
lesson. It's a lesson. He
yeah,
needed the lesson.
he needed that. So
You don't think it was just a persona he was playing just for attention, media views?
I mean that
Even if he was.
yeah,
like,
to
he
me that
still
doesn't
deserve
matter,
it.
it's like if someone disrespect you, whether it be in a plain manner or in a serious manner, it doesn't matter to me.
It's still
Yeah,
disrespect.
No, it's still
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Disrespect is still
And
disrespect to me.
If you are trying to portray a persona, why choose a disrespectful one out of all of the ones?
because that's what gets likes and that's
Yeah.
what gets
Yeah,
Yeah,
views. And
that's what's going to be
what.
clout for Andrew Tate because they knew he wasn't going to clap back at Neon.
So I think that's one of the problems is that kid is how old?
probably what, like 17, 18?
17.
That makes a lot of sense.
And I think that this is the most retarded generation ever. Like if you're between the ages of like 15 to 22, like
we could put, I was about to say,
25?
push that up higher.
25.
24,
Yeah.
25.
But
Maybe even a little older.
Some of
baby
us.
I
Okay.
feel like
Yeah.
this is the dumbest generation.
Some of us.
Well, not all of you guys, because I know all you
I'll
guys
say
are
like
young.
24,
But
25.
I'm gonna be honest. This is a dumbass generation, bro.
Yeah.
It is.
This is a
It is.
dumbass generation.
The
I always-
popcorn kids.
I always say it's like it's easier to like.
I feel like I'm
stand out.
offending everybody on this table, right?
I know.
They're all looking at us like, fuck you guys.
we're older. We're in our
No,
30s.
Trust, I
Yeah.
understand. Sometimes I be looking at people like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like
this
the
is a
stupidest
dumbass
shit.
generation. Like I was telling, I don't know who I was talking to about this, but I said I'm scared for my kids.
Yeah.
Because your generation is dumb. That means their generation is gonna be really fucking dumb.
No, not only that though, but if you raise your kids right, they could be like stand out because people are our generation, as you said, are like stupid. So like you raise your kids right, they're gonna stand out based on the rest.
Yeah, but if majority
Yeah.
generation, I'm thinking for the future of mankind.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
this is
I'm not
the-
thinking about like the few smart guys that are gonna be like successful. I'm thinking about in general, like society's gonna fail with the way that we're going.
You
Yeah,
gotta think
eventually.
about the things that are going on. Like you can raise your kids right, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if they get peer pressured into doing whatever, that's not your fault. You can't control that anymore.
No, I'm
that's
sorry.
on
That
them.
is your fault.
Your kids
Oh, yeah,
so sorry.
You're talking to a mom right here. Okay, cool.
That is your
Hold on, real quick. So
I got the video
you
right
got
here.
okay, thank you.
This
for
is
pulling that
where,
up, bro.
this is whenever.
All right, so let's play that real quick. Make sure it has the volume up, bro.
Come on, bro.
Damn, he's a little kid.
Hey, what
That
size
kid was
y'all want?
15.
Look at
Okay,
his shirt.
okay. So they did pull his shirt. Okay.
You know
His
not to
shoes
come
is on
around here
eBay.
talking like that.
His shoes are on eBay.
Yeah, so that's
That's
basically
so
the video
Okay,
after he
fair
was
use,
talking.
fair use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so essentially that boy right there. How old is he again?
He looks like he's
I
12.
can't say exact age, but I think he's 17.
so he's about
I'm
16,
guessing.
17.
I'm just guessing.
So again, he's like your generations. You know what I mean? Which is the dumb generation. If you're between 15 to 25, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
valid.
that is a dumb generation. And even the kids that were beating him, I think, were that age.
Yeah, those kids look
Those
like
kids don't
Yeah,
look
they
like
don't look like
19,
yeah,
18, 19.
like 17,
Yeah.
18 maybe.
yeah. So
they had to be watching his like content, to find out where he is, etc.
And know who he is to catch him lacking like that.
Yeah, so they had to be young too.
yeah, but I actually think that is a good thing. If I'm being honest, I think him getting beat like that is a good thing. It looks like
So
Logic
sad.
said he's 19 actually.
Oh, he's 19.
Yeah.
I mean,
the same
people used to
difference.
get their asses whooped for less in my days, to be
Yeah,
honest with
yeah,
you.
yeah.
And the only reason why you think it's like so sad or it's like so wrong or so like, oh my God, is because it's on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only difference.
Yeah, you're
The
right.
way he looks also.
Like-
Like, he
Yeah,
looks like
I
such
think
a
it's the way he
nerd,
looks.
like,
Yeah, yeah, but
I
listen.
was
Okay, but
me
if you look like a nerd like that and you know you can't fight, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
type.
So you
Yeah.
feel bad
Can
for
we-
him?
And
Yeah.
that's what gets me. You see.
Yeah, like you feel
Straight
bad
I
for him,
up.
didn't know what he said. Like I don't know what he said. Like, I
but you
didn't-
feel bad for him.
How about
It
this?
is,
Do me
yeah.
a favor, if you can, Curtis, if you can, while we're talking, pull up the video of when he was disrespecting Tate.
Okay, yeah, give me a second.
And so you could see what he was saying. Okay.
Okay.
Because here's the thing, I agree with her. Back in our day, we were getting our ass beat. It just
For
wasn't on the
less.
internet.
Yeah.
It wasn't on the internet, but I would say people were getting their ass beat more back then.
For less. That's what I'm saying. For a
Um,
lot less.
But today everything's recorded.
Exactly.
But I would say that it kind of, and that's another thing too, is that you feel sorry for him. I don't, because I saw what he was doing to Andrew, and honestly, I feel like he deserved that. I feel like he deserved that. Another thing I wanted to talk about while you pull that up, Curtis, is Andrew Tate actually just got released recently from, if I'm not mistaken, from house arrest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He,
But
he
he has to
went
stay
back
in
to jail
Romania
though,
now.
right? They locked him up and then he ended up getting released and he was off house arrest now.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So how do you guys feel about that?
I
Do y'all like Andrew Tate?
Sarah, you got to look at me, Sarah. Okay.
I mean, he ain't do nothing wrong. All he was trying to do was make sure this generation is better. So trying to talk to the kids, trying to make them better people. And the media, the people who control the world, don't like that. So they try to throw him in jail. And now he's released. That's a great thing.
Yeah. So how do you guys feel about the fact that he was being dragged through all of social media, being called a
Human
trafficker,
yeah.
etc. And now that he's released, no one's gonna cover that. He's just released.
I mean, that's the world we live in, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody wants to see you when you're down. Nobody wants to see you like progress or overcome anything. Like it's fucked up. but you guys are the biggest generation of haters I've ever fucking seen in my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I'm gonna be honest.
you
I
know?
remember growing up hearing like older people talk about like your generation.
Yeah, and now I feel like I'm
Yeah.
I'm that person.
I'm
Yeah,
not
like
you know?
it's just getting worse and worse.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I feel like now that I'm in my 30s, I'm looking at the younger generation and I'm saying this generation is some shit, bro.
My grandma used to say that every generation that passed always talks bad about the other generation.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like it's an age thing.
Yeah. There's some good stuff happening in
It's
today's
not.
age.
I don't
though.
think it's only an age thing though. I think it's a lack. To be honest with you, I can only blame you guys so much because it's a lack of being taught. Like you guys just don't know any better when it comes to a lot of shit, and that's really fucking sad because that means that we let you down.
So your
Yeah,
generation.
that's
You
true.
understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So we're like this because your generation.
Nah, it's designed
A little bit,
I don't-
bit. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, a little bit. Because
Yeah,
remember, like
that's true.
my generation is like the first generation of like the single moms. Of, oh, I don't need
Our
a man. I
generation-
don't need this. I
Our
don't need
generation
that."
is the internet generation.
Yeah, we were the first ones to have
But
internet.
we
We were
didn't-
the first ones to have like that power of being able to
Connect.
touch the whole world
Yes.
at the same time.
Hold on,
You
but
get me?
the one thing that we didn't consider was how dumb it was gonna make you guys.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
Like think about it. Like TikTok is making you guys have a short attention span.
Yeah,
Like I think a goldfish has a higher attention span than most people now.
does.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is y'all's parents were hard workers. Y'all parents, actually had to put the work in, the 9 to 5, et cetera, et cetera. They were probably a little more strict, and then y'all wanted to make it easier for your kids. Maybe y'all didn't want to be as mean as your parents.
I just want to say that honestly.
I think we just fucked up the minute that we started giving out like participation trophies and shit. Like that was all downhill
Yeah,
from
I agree
there.
with that. Do me a favor, real quick. Play the video, Curtis.
Yeah, I got a video whenever
Go ahead,
Neon
bro.
was actually disrespecting Tate.
Make sure the sound is on, bro.
Are there bad bitches there?
I don't know. I don't know if there are. I don't know if you'll be able to find them or if they'll talk to you. The point is, no, I don't. I'm sorry.
You're telling me a girl's fucking your bald ass over me?
Is that SpongeBob?
Of
on the
course.
t-shirt?
Fair use. Fair use. Fair use.
Yeah.
Why am I talking to these children? You get your inhaler, G. That'll turn the girls on. Aiden, while he's busy with his inhaler because he can't seem to handle air. without assistance.
All right, yeah. So Tate was roasting him pretty good, but then he got really hyped at him. He obviously came at him pretty hard first. So that was just Tate's response.
Yeah, no, but that didn't show what he said to Tate. That's not the
Yeah, hang on.
Is that all of it? No, like
No, there's more. There's more.
Like he calls him like he talks shit about his brother.
Shit, yeah.
He talks shit about his brother. He said he was a terrorist.
Oh wow.
He said he was
yeah,
he called man. Look, it was absolute disrespect.
But
What's
in
wrong with
the
being
world,
bald?
in the world where he's at, I mean, stuff like that garners attention. So I kind of don't blame him for like trying to get the attention he wants. But like what happened after, I don't even feel bad for him either because he know what he was doing.
Yeah,
I feel like he knew exactly what he was doing because Aiden did it too. Aiden used to roast Tate and all of that. And
yeah, but the difference is that Aiden and Andrew are friends. Like we're friends, so we'll talk to each other like that.
Yeah.
Like me and a random guy, I just met you, bro. You're not gonna talk to me like that. You know what I mean? You have to have boundaries.
he knew what he was doing.
So
I feel like it's if you're not on a personal level, you have to understand like he knew the consequences of that stuff. Like
Yeah.
he knew what was gonna happen because it's Andrew Tate. If you talk bad about Andrew Tate, you know what's gonna happen.
He didn't know he was gonna get jumped.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
But he-
pretty
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, but he
he's
knew,
gonna get
knew
viral.
something was gonna happen.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
knew
I'm
he was
and-
gonna get the numbers and the views. That's what
Yeah,
she's saying.
that-
The
okay.
clout.
yeah, that's what he was looking for.
Do
Yeah.
any of y'all dislike Andrew or like don't agree with what he's saying?
Low key, I'm gonna be
A little
honest.
bit.
I used to like. I did some
Yo,
research.
put the mic closer to you, bro.
I did some research, and it's like I'm not saying Andrew's a bad guy because what he talks about is positive, but I feel like Andrew is an agent of the Matrix. Look, I feel like he's been
I've
sent
heard
out.
that before.
I feel like he's been sent out to do what he's doing now because we're getting in an age where they want people to know certain stuff because we reach so far where it's like people are so clouded minded where it's like they don't care if you know certain things because you can't stop them either way. So they're like trying to give you the information now. Same thing they did with the aliens when they released the aliens and nobody budged about it. They knew what they're doing. They planned this 100 years ahead. I'm telling you. I feel like Andrew Tate is Mitch.
So
That's just my
what you're
opinion.
saying is basically they're trying to make us even more divided.
Exactly.
And they're using Andrew Tate to do that. Like he's going against the Matrix, but he's really part of it.
I mean, in a sense, it's like a counterattack. It's like what they're doing is they use Andrew to like.
He's a double agent.
Yeah.
Not necessarily saying he's a double agent, but like he what he promotes is good, and I don't know how to explain.
So are you basically saying they're using Andrew Tate against himself?
What?
Because you're saying he's an agent of the Matrix, but like let's say he's not really part of their whole like Matrix, and they're just I guess pushing the narrative that he's
This
a bad
conversation
guy.
doesn't even sound right, bro.
Yeah,
this
because
is
I see
I'm
what
ready.
he's saying, but he's basically saying Andrew Tate is placed here by other, I guess, the people controlling society.
Yep.
Yeah, but
I
then,
And
mean-
they're trying to, make us more divided, like they do with race, they do with gender, et cetera, et cetera.
No, I think he's a regular guy.
no,
I mean,
I don't.
I do support Andrew. Why? Because he realized that most of the men in our society, they're bums. So that kind of forces women to go out of their way and want to start a business, to want to start working. So that's why he's enforcing on the men and he's teaching them so men can be of high status and of high value,
Yeah.
and to
Yeah.
get
I mean,
high value women.
Everything is just too synchronized. It's like this guy's life is like a movie. It's like everything is just too perfect. It's like the way everything just portrays when
How's
you
it
see
too
it on the
perfect?
internet.
He just came
Yeah,
out
he
of
just got out
jail.
of
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That seems like
It's
it was
per-
planned.
It's
like
perfect
it
because
seems
it's
planned, bro.
online, but his real struggle, it was not perfect. He struggled a lot to get to where he is right now.
Just my opinion, by the way.
How old is he again? He's like my age, right?
30.
He's like in
He's
his 40s?
34.
Yeah,
34, 35.
mid 30s.
I mean,
Yeah.
I understand why he thinks the way that he thinks. Like, I guess you would have to be my age to be able to say it, because you would see like everything. Like, you guys haven't seen the way things have progressed. You know what I mean? Like, you guys don't really know the way things used to be. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's probably hard for you guys to understand the reasons why he says the things that he says, or maybe his reasoning behind him doing what he's doing. But I understand it. And the reason I understand it is because I've said it here a bunch of times. Like, the reason I even come on here is because I know the internet is forever.
Yeah.
So I know that one day my kid is going to go back and look at all these unfiltered podcasts and be like, no, my mom wasn't cool with that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Even if I'm not around someday. So I don't think he's an agent of the Matrix. I don't think he's any of that. I think he's just a grown man that's been put in some special circumstances that have allowed him to progress in a certain manner and allowed him to learn from certain things, because even the interviews that you see of him now that he's out of prison are very different from when he was in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though he still holds tight to what he agrees with and what his morals are and his standards and all that stuff, even then you can see the change.
Denying, night in, day with
Exactly.
it.
You know what I mean?
Uh,
So
Real quick, guys, make sure you guys get the likes up, man. Shout out to Amanda. Real quick, so you just said something that's very key.
what's up?
When Andrew, if you look at Andrew, because I had the pleasure to meet him, but if you look at Andrew 2 years ago,
Yeah,
right?
very different.
If you look at Andrew 2 years ago, like when he was first coming to here to Miami, and he was doing the FNF podcast, very different. Very different. He was cursing, he was swearing, he was calling girls hoes.
Yep, a lot, way
Very
more
different.
derogatory, way more like in your face with shit
Yeah.
type of thing. And I think, honestly, at my age, like at 38, I can definitely tell you that that's just the way a man matures. Like, legit. Like, y'all all go through this phase where you're like, fuck the world, and then it's not that you change your views.
Mm.
It's just you learn to look at them from a more mature standpoint.
Wow, I feel like you just perfectly described me.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, it's just
Do you think it's because he finally has this bigger platform and he's actually?
no.
he
I
sees
think
that
he
he's
had
affecting
time
more
to
people?
sit down and think.
No, I'm
That's
being
what I
being
think.
dead serious. Like when I first
I think he had time to sit down and think. I think every man in their life comes to a point in time where they have that moment where they have time to sit down and
Well,
to
like a
reflect.
midlife.
Okay, so look, hold on.
Whether the world does it to you or you do it to yourself.
Hold on.
You know what I mean?
You've been coming to this podcast for how long now? It's been a few months, right? Because we've only been up for 7 months. We took a whole month off, so essentially
I
less
think
than that.
probably
And
like the second month, third
Okay,
month or something.
so here's the
Struggle
thing.
to get her here,
When
too.
when I first started, that's how I was too.
Yeah, you were real wild. You
very
were
in your
rough.
face. I was very in your face. I was like, "You're a hoe.
Yeah.
You're stupid. You're
Yeah.
you're dumb. You're
Yeah,
old."
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I was. And then we went viral a few times, and then I had to kind of like sit back and reevaluate myself.
Yeah.
And
then,
say, is this the way I want the world to
Yeah,
perceive
yeah,
me type
yeah.
of thing?
Yeah,
You
because
know?
when you have millions of people watching your shit, and then you have all these haters, and then I drop addresses and shit, which I'm learning not to, so
Okay, Pop Smoke.
you know what I mean. But it's just like in general, like I see that I've had to grow, and I had the time to think, because
did.
after a few deaths that unfortunately that happened, and then we had to come to the new studio, which is what you guys see now. Yeah, bro, I had that whole month to sit back and think about the direction that we were gonna go in once we came back, which now we're officially back and we're brand new again. Essentially, it feels like we are in a new studio, but yeah, I feel like you just perfectly kind of described. Like, I feel like that's how Andrew went too. He came on, he was hot, he was fuck you, he went viral, super viral,
Of course.
and then now he's like, you know what? I could have said that differently, and now you see the growth where he's so mature, and you see people still trying to catch him
Yeah.
and trying to
But
instigate.
he's smart. He's not operating in his ego
Yeah.
anymore, is what I can say. I feel like now he's operating from a level-headed space of like perception
Okay,
And guys, we got a
versus
super chat
in
in.
his ego.
That's just
go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
We got a super chat in from Cammy. He says, we need to refrain from the simple fact that everyone is human and everyone makes mistakes. When you have certain public figures like Tate, everyone gets a false reality that they should be perfect and not have any flaws.
Yeah.
So shout out to Cammy.
Yo, shout out to Cam, bro. Shout out to Cam, man. He came down here from Cali for the party.
You're dope, bro.
It was a really, really good time.
It was fun.
With you, bro. Shout out to you, man. We hope to see you again. Actually, I got to talk to you about coming back to Miami soon. So
So,
shout out to you.
ladies over here, because y'all both said you disagreed, right? And you don't, agree with what he says. What is it that you don't
I think it
agree
was
on?
more so her, right?
Yeah.
Sarah, so what's up? What do you think about
so
that?
I come from a family, both sides very girl power. Like I do agree that he has changed. Like I've seen some of his more like recent media, and I'm like, okay, like he's gotten better. He's been changed the way he said things. But it's just how he spoke about. I do agree with a lot of like the money, the life, like what he says about all that stuff. It was just like, to me, the things he said before about women, like I didn't like that.
See, that's the problem.
What part?
It was just I can't remember.
Yeah,
I can't
be
tell you.
specific.
I
Yeah,
can't
come
tell
on.
you.
No.
specifically.
Nah,
If you're
if you're
gonna-
gonna say that, then
No, I'm gonna say
what
this
he said.
because I just don't like talking about Andrew Tate like that, because I know like people get into arguments like that, so I don't really pay attention to him a lot.
Okay.
But from what I remember when I first started seeing him like a long time ago, I just remember not agreeing with what he said.
Okay, but you got to give me something
But
you
what
disagree with.
specifically?
It was more.
That's like me saying I
all
don't like you,
It was more about.
and someone's
the-
like, why? And I'm like, you know what? I just don't
I don't know.
remember.
But it was more of like when he would say that like women. I'm not sure if this is how he worded it, but it
Okay.
was like, oh, all women are hoes, and like the women were
The
made
majority
to,
are.
the women were made to like serve the man and stuff like
Mhm.
that.
We were.
And
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, to me, like I came from a family from families that came from a lot of values with girl power, and like to me that doesn't seem like, I understand that other people have
come from a
different
2-parent household?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming you have like all sisters?
No.
You have brothers too?
Yeah.
Okay. So on Saturday morning, who was cleaning the house? You and your brothers, or just you guys?
Me and my brothers.
Your brothers had to clean too?
Yeah.
You
And
gotta
they had to
understand
pick up
though.
after themselves
Hold on.
too?
If her brothers come from majority women, they're probably feminine.
Yeah.
They're probably very feminine.
I didn't want to
My
talk about
brother-
that,
my
but
brother's not feminine. No.
okay, here's the thing. You have to understand that the internet is going to take something that you say and they're going to turn it into whatever the fuck they want to turn it
Yeah.
into. That's
I
number
understand
one.
that a lot of people over exaggerated
So-
it. So
Yeah, so what you saw was probably just a piece of a conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to take something out of context and then to be like, oh, this person thinks like this about everyone. Now, the fact that like he says that that most women are hoes, he's not wrong. They are. The fact that he thinks that like women should serve and cater to their men, he's not wrong. We should. And that's something that's been lost nowadays, to be honest with you. And the reason why most men don't know what a good woman is because they've never seen one. You
Here's the
understand what I'm saying?
I have a
that's-
question for you, Sarah. You said you come from a family with like they're all about girl power.
yeah.
Can you elaborate on that? Like, what
Like,
does that mean? What's
um,
girl power? Because I don't hear guys talking about like manpower. So what's a girl
no,
power?
for me, like when I say girl power, I mean like the women are like the one in charge. Like they're the one that have like the more hardworking jobs now, and they were the ones that basically like control the family.
Yeah.
Because like the guys are more like laid back.
Okay.
What do you mean by hardworking jobs now,
Like-
though?
Like throughout their lives, like they've had harder working jobs and a lot of like they've had more struggles and stuff like and harder working jobs.
So,
than
okay,
most
so
of the
what-
guys in my
Compared to
family.
men?
Hold on. So let
Yeah,
me.
More
compared to the
professional
guys in
jobs.
my family.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
wait. So what are the men in your family doing then?
like my uncle right now, like my uncle, he's a truck driver,
Okay.
but his wife is like a lawyer,
Okay.
and she's always like
That's
having
why.
like really hard jobs, and she's always like working like really hard cases, and he's
That-
always like laid back, and she's
Okay.
always like
Because she's
Hold on.
That's your role.
Hold on. Okay, and that's a good point. Is that the only guy though? What? Because you're
No.
making it seem like it's
Yeah,
all.
You
yeah,
the-
had two
no,
parents.
you're
So what's
making
your
it seem-
dad and mom doing?
like my parents, they share a business, but now my dad's only like they co-own a business, and my dad's only doing that, my mom's doing that and another business, and she's doing like 3 businesses.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question though. So you think that because your family's like that?
No, I don't think everybody's like that.
Okay.
Okay, so wait, I have a question. So even though your mom has these other things on the side, what makes you think that the majority of the money from your household doesn't come from that business that they run together?
No,
Like maybe your mom is just doing this stuff on the side because she wants to do something else on the side because she's
yeah,
bored.
no, that's what she's doing.
That's what I'm saying. That doesn't make it an ambitious trait. That just makes it something you want to do.
So it's what she
to fill your
sees. Though.
time.
It's what she sees.
Right, from her perspective, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to give her a different perspective.
But-
You understand
but that's
what I'm saying?
I'm
because
saying-
both of them can be true.
Hold on. But I'm saying what you're saying is that you don't agree with what Andrew said.
I don't agree with what he said before. I don't hate him. I'm not. I definitely didn't agree that he should have been put in jail and been put like through all these struggles. I don't hate him. I just don't agree with what he said about women before. But that's it. Like
But you do understand that what he said about women before is actually true.
I understand that it's true, but it's like for me, like I found that
So
like
you
I
just
was
don't like it?
offended. I didn't.
Okay,
like
hold
what
on.
he said.
But
So
hold
I
on.
don't
Hold
agree
on.
with what he
You,
said.
you don't agree with what he says, but when I tell you that it's true, you said you understand
Like
that
I
it's
don't
true.
I don't agree with like what I said as examples. That I understand that it is true now for the majority of women, but before, like there was I can't tell you specifically. I really wish I would remember.
Can I ask
But
you a
there-
question?
But there were specific ones where I straight up didn't.
Now
agree.
listen, women were meant to serve.
Okay,
That-
wait.
that's
hold on.
literally your position. Like
Can
you
I
guys
ask
were
you a
meant to
question?
serve.
Do you think that you're a hoe?
No.
So why would you be offended?
Because I know my friends and I know my friends who've been called hoes, but I know that they're not hoes.
How do you
And
know
I've
that?
been called a hoe before, and I know that I'm not a hoe.
You a virgin?
But why would I don't understand why you would be offended by somebody saying something about you that's
No.
not true. Like I don't understand why you would be offended by a category of women you don't fall into. Like because when somebody says that to me, I laugh at them because I know I'm not a hoe. Like you
The
get
shoe
me?
fits. The
Like
shoe fits.
I that's why I don't get offended. Like I can come here and we can have these discussions and stuff like that, and I'll be straight the fuck up with you guys, and I don't get offended because I know I'm not a hoe. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like I can even joke around about it and like all that stuff like in my comedy because it's funny to me. Like you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't take offense to that unless I fit into that category.
Okay, one last thing though before we move on. The issue that I have is that you don't like what Andrew said because you don't feel like keyword feel like that it's true, right? Like you talked about how you disagree with the fact that he says that women were meant to serve,
Mhm.
but yet you agree that women were meant to serve.
No.
Does that make sense?
No, I agree with the most women, like people, like most women are hosts this day and age. Like I do.
Oh,
agree
so
with
you
that.
agree with
So you-
most
I
women?
agree with that because I've seen people.
Okay,
here
but
in my
so
So
family.
you don't think that your mom like caters to your dad or like serves your dad? I mean, they have a business together. I'm pretty sure they.
Yeah, but it like I've seen the relationship with like my parents, and I talk to my parents a lot. Like we have a good relationship, like all 3 of us together, and I can say it's definitely very 50.
Okay, hold on. Before were women meant to serve? Yes or no?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
What makes you think that?
It's more. I'm telling you, it's more like the family values. Like I was.
That's your family,
Yeah,
though.
my family. Like I was grown to be like women can do their own thing,
Okay.
and that's what I believe.
But if we're speaking in generality, what do you think? Like in general.
I don't think women were meant to serve.
Okay, so if women weren't meant to serve, then were women meant to lead?
Women can lead.
I'm not asking you if they can. I'm asking you what is your position? Like, what were
I
you
feel
guys
like
meant to
either
do?
can lead.
But that's
It's
not
not-
what
it's
he's
not that
asking.
Are you
were meant
supposed
to
to
lead.
though? That's the thing. It's not what you feel like. It's what it is.
No, but I'm not saying I'm not.
I feel like it's a person thing. Like I feel
Yeah.
like some guys are bitches and they're like, I want to stay at home. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Okay, but do
Either
you
some
want a
girls-
man that's a bitch, or
Those
do
are
you
not-
want a man that's
Exactly.
like
No,
gonna
I
be a
never
man?
said-
Like,
I never said my man. I said there's billions of people in the world. You can't help how another person is. You know what I'm saying?
no, I get that, but you can also choose who to be with and
Yeah.
who to associate yourself with. So I mean, if you associating yourself with bitch ass niggas, then you're gonna associate with having to deal with the bullshit they come with.
It all,
Like,
it all goes back to this day and age. Like back then, you have to be a man. You have no choice because you have to go out and hunt for your family. You have to protect your family. Nowadays, men can literally sit back and let women work because it's just
I know it's our
nowadays, bro.
fault. We made y'all lazy.
Yeah, I agree with her what she
Like,
said about
straight
Andrew
up.
Tate, that she was like, that he wants men to work because I feel like now guys don't want to work, guys don't want to do shit.
They're bums.
You literally
I
came on the
know.
show and said you didn't want your man
Okay,
to work.
but still,
She literally said that. She literally said that.
No, I didn't. No, I
When
didn't.
did you
I
say
said
that?
You said
I
you
said
wanted
back
a
to
guy
back.
around
You
your
said that
age
in
that
front of all
doesn't have
these
to have a
people.
good
Let me
job.
tell you
I
what I
would
said.
never.
I said that at my age, I don't want a guy that makes 100,000 because what 18, 19, 20-year-old is making
A
100,000?
drug dealer.
That's what I said. Isn't that what I said? Isn't that what I said?
No, but that's not true.
What
I'm
you-
eating
what
shit.
you
I'm
said is
not eating
that-
shit. No,
what
no,
you-
no.
what
I'm
you
talking
s-
shit.
Hold on. No, what you said is that you have your own company
Yeah.
and that you have your own business.
Correct.
And that
She's
you
an-
and
you're
that,
a
hold,
nail
hold on,
tamer.
and that
I'm a nail
and that you make enough money, and that you don't need your man to necessarily make money. That's what that's what you said.
No.
That's
That's
literally what you said.
That's not what I
That's
said.
literally what
I
you said.
said that I don't really need his money. That I would want some money. Yes, of course. Who doesn't want free money?
Okay, I find
It's
it
like,
okay. Real quick, my boy David Jones says I'm doing a membership call-in later at the show. In the meantime, ladies, name one red flag in a man that you're willing to forgive. Ladies, make sure you look at us, okay? One red flag in a man that you're willing to forgive. And real quick, David, we haven't set up the system yet to do in-calls, bro. We just set up the studio yesterday. Officially, we went live, obviously, as you guys may know. But real quick, we'll skip that part. What's one red flag that you're willing to forgive in a man? Go ahead. Damn, girl, come on. I know you've already forgiven a whole bunch.
I'm trying to think about it.
She's like, when was the last 10? Hold on. Let me see. Come on, don't be shy.
I don't know because I don't really forgive red flags. Like,
So you one and done. You see the first red flag, you out.
yeah, like
That's
a
a lie. You know you lying right now. You capping right now.
She
So bad.
She lying.
This
She
whole
lying.
week, I
Just speak
dropped
into the mic,
this whole week. Like, there's this one guy that I was
You can
talking
turn her up, Curtis. Go
All
ahead.
right.
like there's this one guy I was talking to, and he was just like he was sleeping when he made plans with me, and then he was asleep, and like I called him, and he was like, "Oh, I just want to keep sleeping," and like I was like, "Okay, like no, I ghosted him. Like he's already ghosted."
Okay, but did you go out on a date with him? Did you sleep with him? Did you-
Before the red flags, he didn't. show
No,
me.
nothing, right? Okay,
No.
so he doesn't count. I'm talking about a guy that like you actually slept with, that like you like him, like we were talking, and he shows you a red flag. What's a red flag you're willing to forgive from that guy?
Like,
I'm not talking about a guy
he
that
lived
just-
far, and like I don't know. It was just like
So long
Sometimes he-
distance is a red flag.
sometimes he just didn't like come and see me. And that
Oh,
like,
I thought she
forgive
was
them.
gonna stop talking
Yeah.
after that. I was about to be like, "Damn, girl, okay, I feel you." Fine.
Okay. Nothing. Give me one red flag. Go ahead.
He had a lot of girlfriends, like not girlfriends, but like friends that were girls, and he would be very touchy,
Red
like
flag.
very, very touchy.
And you
Oh,
forgave
wow.
that one?
I forgave it because once I actually got to know, like at first I judged the girls, and then I actually got to know them, and I was like, okay, it's more like sisterly.
Well, you say he was touchy.
He was
You're
touchy because
crazy.
like I would
That just
see,
fucking my whole mind up.
like my friends
Yeah,
would be
hold
like,
on.
oh, he has his arm around her or
Mhm.
something, but it wasn't like in a sexual manner. It was just like
A friendly manner.
Wait, so you don't
Exactly.
think it was really like an intention though?
What do you mean?
Like you don't think he was? Guys don't have girlfriends. I don't have
I-
female friends. I have no reason to have female friends. If I have, if I'm talking to a girl, I'm trying to fuck her. Like just keep it, a G. So do you think that guy was, had a intent? Maybe if
Because-
y'all broke up.
I mean, we did break up after like
Mhm.
all of that, and he's still like single. Like I sometimes still ask about like what he does, and I know he doesn't get with anybody. So I knew
That you know of.
That's true. But while I was in the relationship with him, I would analyze how he was with those females, how he would talk to them, and it was never like anything like out of context.
Do you have
know
guy
what I
friends?
mean? Yeah, I do.
Do you think they want to sleep with you?
A lot.
I have some that do.
And do you think
but-
they wait?
What do you mean they wait?
Wait for the opportunity for you to give them.
Just don't give them the opportunity.
Yo, let
Set
me
your
be
boundaries.
honest with you, ladies. Your guy shouldn't have any girlfriends.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
There's like
My
like
boyfriend
hold on. How about this? Give me one reason, one beneficial reason why a guy, one of your boyfriends or a boyfriend of yours would have a girlfriend. Like what benefit does he get from her? But what's one benefit that guy you're talking about would get from having girlfriends?
I mean, what he would talk, because I also asked him the same thing, and that girl that he would talk to, that was like a best friend, little sister, would give him advice on stuff.
Okay.
And I
Yeah,
know,
that's not good enough.
I know. That's what I told him.
Yeah.
I was like,
Advice.
bro, why are you asking other females?
You
for
can get advice from a fucking a little
Dr. Phil
Chinese
and
cookie and shit. What about you? What's one reason, one benefit?
There's no benefits.
There's
I'm,
no
I'm looking at
benefits.
her like she's crazy. The moment that's the biggest red flag ever. Like honestly,
Okay.
for me.
And so is it also a red flag if you have guy friends though? Oh, it's different.
I don't know why she looking at me
Okay.
crazy. I don't have any guy friends. Like Jakeem.
Okay.
Jakeem's the only guy that we all like FaceTime in a group.
Bro.
FaceTime. That's it. Like
That's the
I,
only reason
lying.
why I say
Lying.
girls can have.
Does she have guy friends?
Bro, you got a
What
whole
guy
lot
friends?
of guy friends.
what guy
bro.
friends?
So one time
He
we were
was
Just
out
no. Sorry. Yes or no? Does she have guy friends?
Yes,
Yes or
she
no?
does.
No, I do not.
Okay.
She may not see
Bro was
them
about
as
to
a friend.
fucking snitch, boy.
My man was ready to go into the
And
story.
all the guys she hangs out with.
He was
wanna
like, this
fuck
one
her.
time
I don't
at
know what
band
she's
camp.
saying.
Oh,
That's
hold on. What would you say?
all the guys that she hangs out with and all the guys that I've seen every conversation because I'm always with her. Literally, they all want to fuck her. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Do I let them though?
Like all
You
all
don't
the guys-
let-
You
You're
don't let
so
them, but
friendly.
they
You're
think
so
about it.
friendly.
Shit.
So why do you
Okay.
keep why do you keep those guys around then? If
I-
you know they want to fuck you.
Validation.
I don't keep them around
Keep it G,
because
Nati.
I don't keep it around because oh my gosh, I want like validation or like
Mhm.
attention. If you're a good person and I fuck with you, then
Stop the cat. Most of
Me
the
and
guy
her-
friends she has, she gets benefits from them.
Okay, but
Like,
look,
G.
Whoa.
like what?
Hold on.
Like
Like what?
Like for instance, sometimes she wants a ride or somewhere or something. She can
That's
go on
true.
one of her guy friends and they can bring her.
That's-
Most of the guy friends you have, you get benefits.
All the
from.
guy. Remember when I'm either I don't have a ride. Who do I call? I call my best friend,
Ooh.
Melanie.
Sometimes.
Always,
Sometimes.
always.
Sometimes.
So you got two friends that are saying you capping.
Yeah.
but-
And there was
Shit,
this
nah, I
one
don't know.
time when I was talking to this guy and he
Mhm.
would give us rides because I was talking to him.
Yo.
Yeah.
so
Me and him were talking, so
Okay.
that's why I allowed him to give us a ride. Because
Define
I remember
talking.
asking her the question like, name the guy friends, and I named them, and I was like, have they ever tried to make moves on him? Half of them tried to make moves.
Okay,
on
no,
him.
but she just said all of them try to make moves
That's
on
not
her.
true.
No, all of
That's
them,
not true.
all of
You
them.
know,
All of them.
Not the-
all
all
of
of
them.
them.
No.
All of them.
Oh wait, we got
Three
another
friends.
one.
Hold on, you got three
Hold
friends.
up.
Oh, you're friends with her too?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
What you mean all of them?
All of them.
Javad,
She said everybody.
Javad.
Yo. I didn't know she was your friend too. She said all of them.
Everybody.
Who?
Oh,
Bro, I can't name names.
Oh, you're not gonna name them,
I
but
can't
I
name them.
haven't talked to you in how many
Hold on.
months?
You got a whole bunch of guy
What?
friends too.
I haven't talked to her in so many months.
Girl,
I don't know why
Kyle.
she does
I
that.
don't have a lot. Like I don't have as much as I
wait,
did
wait.
before.
Let's get back to the red flag
Hold on,
question
because
we could
I
totally
went through. I
digress.
saw your messages.
Oh. No. Those are like random numbers.
Random
Yeah,
numbers.
those
So
are not
just,
Like text messages? What did I miss? Oh my
No,
god,
no,
this
it
is
was-
so juicy.
no. Okay. All right. What's
Oh, tell me more.
yo? You might not have friends by the time you leave here. That's crazy.
Nah, she
Nah,
keep
she
them.
gonna keep them. She gonna have them.
Clearly,
She'll be fine, she'll be fine.
Okay,
They
so,
gonna be around.
so if
Just the internet.
if all your friends are saying that all the guys that you talk to want to get with you, you don't think that there's some truth to that?
It's just all of them is crazy. Like it's not all of them. Like,
It's because look.
you gotta put. You gotta put.
They might not.
some
They
into
might
the-
not make.
If
they
you
might
would have
not
said
make
some of
moves.
them, I would have agreed with you. But all of them,
They might not make
Yeah, it
moves,
can't be
but they're
100%.
thinking about
It's
it.
a numbers game, Mama. It's a numbers
The
game.
first time I met her, bro, I tried to get right with her. The first time I met her, and then I learned who she was, and I was like, nah, hell no.
What do you mean? Hold on.
that was
What do you mean try to get right with her?
I love this podcast.
Look, I'm a little older. What does get right with her mean?
I was trying to fuck.
Get in.
Like the
Just
first
get
time I
trying to
met
get
her,
with her.
Okay.
the first time I met her, I was trying to fuck Loki, and then
high key now.
start talking to her.
Oh, she curved you? She curved you?
Not necessarily.
No. Did you curve him? Yes or no?
I told them business.
Like she
I
said,
wanna-
she's focused on business. bro.
Like I'm not trying to get into
My boy
a
King playing the
relationship
long
right now.
game.
Hold on. Yo, right now, right here.
She
be
my
honest.
little, no, she
Hold
my
on,
little
no.
sister now, bro.
No, that's how you get him. My little sister.
Oh, that's
how you get him.
Yo, that's wild.
Look, she's your little sister, so she's not.
He
Bro,
literally
I'm
doesn't
telling you,
believe
I'm telling you,
in
bro.
male friends, but he's saying he's a male friend. That doesn't add up.
Hold on.
It's not a male friend. She
Something
like
I-
family
Can I
now,
ask a
bro.
question?
Go ahead.
So if I did make a move, I'm a little sister.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Bro.
Hold
on. How long have you known each other?
Like 2 months.
2 months.
Okay, so in
Yeah, that's not long enough for you to be talking about my little sister. Get the fuck out of here.
Jakeem.
There was times, bro.
Jakeem, I respect.
We know you. Come on
There
now.
was times, bro.
Jakeem, I respect the game, bro. I respect the game.
Bro,
I respect
there
it.
was times, bro, when I could have and I chose not to.
But I
I
would-
chose not to make no
Whoa,
moves. Bro.
look at her face. He said
I
that's
chose
cat.
not to make no moves, bro.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. They're thinking about it.
God.
They might not make
Me and
moves, but
Jakeem
they're
are-
thinking
are-
about it.
Like, we're
Most guys will
cool
try to
now.
get with you.
Like,
That
Jakeem
happens
talks
to
to me
everybody.
about her.
Why can't
Like-
I have
All the
like
time.
okay? So you're saying I can't have guy friends
No.
because like
But okay, let's not
But-
just talk about you in general. Most women, why would women have guy friends? What are the real benefits of having guy friends? Besides getting rides and maybe paying for your food. What are the real benefits?
men just keep it real. Like the thing is, women. It's if you're friends or if you're in a girl group, there's gonna be a lot of shit talk. There's gonna be a lot of
You're hanging
drama.
around the wrong bitches.
Yep.
How real is a guy keeping it if he's just around you to fuck?
How you know he's not lying?
Yeah, he's gonna tell you what's.
I mean,
up.
He's
literally,
gonna tell you what you want to hear.
I mean,
your
Jakeem.
co-host is lying to your face.
And I'm not lying to her. Look, understand, bro.
But I was-
You're not lying to her. You're lying to us.
Bro, I'm different, fam.
Jakeem,
Different.
I would respect you so much more if you came in here with like, you know
He
what?
was like, shit.
You know what?
Playing the game.
No,
I would respect that a lot more, bro.
No, I'm telling you, bro. There's nothing like 0 chance I would ever with Nati.
But 2 months ago, it was different.
Now, 0 chance I would ever like try to.
That
live with Nati.
means that he found out about a red flag that she has that he's not gonna fucking deal with. That's what that means.
It's like it's
You see, he doesn't wanna
it's
say
to
yes.
a point where it's like you
No,
have the
you're right,
options.
you're right.
Like, why would you to somebody that you see as a little sister you trying to protect and like
Bro,
care for in a way?
that little sister shit.
Guys be doing
2
that same
months.
thing.
I'm telling you, bro.
2 months.
bro.
Bro.
Look,
Listen.
That's a
I,
lie.
there's only one reason that I could say a guy would be friends with a girl. My brother did it. He was friends with this girl, and she used to tell him all her slut stories, and he got so turned off. Is she like that?
Nah.
Okay,
she's
then
not a
there's,
slut.
bro, you come on, let's keep it a buck then.
No, but even then, bro, I don't care. Your brother's weird because I still wouldn't be friends with her. I don't see any reason to be friends with a girl at all. Like even you don't have girlfriends.
No, I would never do that.
So what's the purpose of having girlfriends? There's nothing that any of these girls can do for us. Like no disrespect to you guys, but I mean, unless you guys are connected
Yeah,
to.
lying. I'm funny as fuck.
Yeah, my girl watches TikToks on comedians all the time, so you know what I mean. But
It's different in real life. No, I'm
But-
kidding.
what I'm saying is, in general, like unless you guys are connected to someone that I want to work with,
Right.
there's absolutely nothing that I
It's
can.
true.
And even then, like I wouldn't feel right as a man trying to get anything from you guys as a woman.
It's
But
true.
but it's always different when a woman is friends with a guy because there's so much things you guys can get from us: rides, free food, free dick,
Protection.
protection.
Free dick. Where
Free
they
dick.
giving that at?
Huh?
They giving that on now?
Free.
Yeah.
I go up to any
I go
guy.
through your phone right now. I guarantee you some
Free?
dudes offering you some free dick. Just one?
Just one.
Just one? That's because
Just
you've
one.
only given that one the chance.
Just one.
Okay.
And it's
Wait,
the same
you still-
one.
you still talking
since-
to
It's the same one since 6 months
Yeah.
ago? Yeah?
Oh shit.
Lucky him.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
cool.
Good shit.
Okay, let's move on.
we
Real
got a
quick,
super chat.
go ahead, bro.
Hey, is it okay to watch cartoons with your significant other? At what age should adults stop watching cartoons such as SpongeBob?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Do me and Jules watch cartoons?
All the time. I watch cartoons.
What cartoons, bro? I don't know. We don't know. No.
I, well, I have a kid though. It's
Bro, there
different.
was some fire on, but yeah, I would have to go search for it.
I can't think of shit.
I
No.
watch old cartoons.
If it's
No,
like
we
Yeah,
don't-
like retro kind of cartoons is probably like the deal. To go
Was
with.
it-
Yeah,
like,
I watch it like Darkwing Duck.
like
Like
Tom
you
and
guys don't know
Jerry.
about that
Darkwing
shit.
Duck is old as fuck.
I know.
Darkwing Duck.
Old as
Damn.
fuck.
The
South Park.
South Park?
I love
Nah.
South
Me
Park.
and Jules don't really watch TV
I
anyways.
don't even watch TV.
We might like, put something on the phone if we're in a car or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck she's laughing about in the back.
Laughing at something.
But okay, cool.
Something got funny.
Okay, cool. So thanks for the super chat, homie. What's his name?
Yeah,
Colabo?
Kalobi.
Is it okay? So to answer this question, is it okay? I personally don't see anything wrong with it. I just feel like to be honest, men don't really get the luxury that women do. So like us watching cartoons, it doesn't really look good for us, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
If
with
he's
you.
doing a lot, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I will be honest. I thought the same thing about video games. Like I feel like if a guy plays too much video games, there's a problem, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you shouldn't have.
Unless
you're-
he's like
unless
a
you're
like
making bread off
Twitch
of it.
streamer.
Yeah,
or
you know,
some
if,
shit
if,
like
if that's
that,
your hobby, if you're making millions off of it, or if you're providing for your family playing Call of Duty or some shit competitively, cool. But if you're playing 5 hours a day just because you don't have shit to do, there's
yeah,
a
no,
problem.
You gotta
there.
find something else.
Yeah, there's a problem. Go ahead and read that other one, bro. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we got Lord Peachy in the chat.
Peach.
Shout out Peachy, man.
It hurts you as a woman to have guy friends. If you're in the friend zone as a man, you are losing. Any hole is a goal.
Yes.
Shout out Peach, baby.
100%.
Let's go.
So I would say that Lord Peach is basically saying that you're losing right now.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not.
You got friend zone.
Hold on. Think about
We didn't finish the red flag question.
We'll get there. You got friend zone.
You got friend zone.
Did you friend zone me, Nati?
Look, she don't even want to answer.
Right.
Live at
No,
4K.
you got it.
Live at
Yeah,
4K.
You got
Yeah.
business zoned. That's worse.
No.
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm just
I'm not even
saying.
gonna say
I'm
too
just
much,
saying
bro.
it doesn't mix relationships and business. Don't. I
I'm
don't know.
not even
Like
gonna say too much.
How could you say that her parents own a business together?
it's because that's
They're
her
married.
family, but my family was different. My family was they both tried.
So what you're
going-
saying is you're the problem.
no.
Well,
I mean, that's what I heard.
Your family's the issue.
Hold on. Have you ever liked Jakeem in that way?
Be honest, Nati.
In 4K.
Yes or
Think
no?
about it.
Yes or
I've never
no?
thought about it.
Yes or
I
no?
haven't thought about it.
You put-
Okay. You haven't thought about it?
Cap. I say cap.
Yo, why you guys
I
putting her
said
on a
that.
spot? Why you guys putting her on a spot like that, bro?
right now.
Cap. I
Yo,
say
why you guys putting her on the spot like
Because it's
that?
unfiltered.
Okay.
And they both lying.
I'm gonna help you out a little
Something
bit,
ain't
Nati.
adding up.
What's the red flag that she said she wants to finish this so bad? What's the red flag that you accepted that you were okay with?
If I'm thinking about my ex right now, honestly, it was
Staying
like,
at home playing video games.
it was like more like I mean to me because I'm a more like nurturing person, but like trauma, like having like a lot of trauma and trauma dumping. Like usually a lot
Oh,
of people
you're a
find that
fixer.
a lot. No, I'm not. I don't try to fix people. I just try to like be there for them, but I'm not trying
Same
to
shit.
fix them.
Yeah, that's essentially kind of fixing him too. Yeah.
Same shit.
But
So that was a red flag.
yeah,
Okay.
It's okay. I used to pay Bill the Dude all the time too.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Well, shout out to you. What about you? What's one red flag?
I feel like when a guy is nonchalant. How you
Nonchalant.
say it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So when a guy just doesn't care about anything.
When he doesn't show any type of emotion.
I'm
Yeah,
toxic as
touchy.
fuck because to me that's a turn on.
I mean,
Okay.
the thing is,
Yeah, like
Yeah, to me I like nonchalant guys.
Yeah, because he won't talk to no bitch. He won't put his hand around no bitch. No nothing.
No, it's not even about that. It's just I know when I'm wilding out, like you're gonna be like, shut the fuck up.
So
It's cool.
you're telling me
Like-
if you want to be affectionate, you guys like just being.
Oh no, there's a difference between being nonchalant and not being affectionate.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
a big
So
difference.
what
Yeah,
are
there
you
is a
saying?
big
So you're
difference,
just
yeah.
saying not affectionate?
Me? No, I don't mean not affection. I mean like blunt with his feelings, like very like.
no sense of emotion,
Yeah.
basically.
Stoic.
Stoic. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I was gonna say too.
Yeah.
Man, that stoic shit. I hear a lot of girls talking about you guys want men
I
to
don't
be
have
like
a problem
that.
with that. I like
What is
that.
But then when men are
No,
like
I just
that,
said
you
it's a
guys are
red
crying.
flag.
Hold on. Then when men are like that, which I've been like that, girls are crying that
Me too.
you don't
doesn't
you
show
don't
pay attention to me.
you don't share anything.
I'm
with
gonna tell
me.
you why though, because that falls back onto the whole like.
No. What it falls back on is women don't know what the fuck they want.
No. It's not that we don't know what the fuck we want. It's that we ask for something and then when
And
you
then you
give
get it
to
and you
us,
don't want
and
it.
then you're like, oh, but this isn't what I asked for, and it is what the fuck you asked for. Like you just
So,
aren't.
Isn't
Like,
that what I just said? You don't know what the
it's the
fuck you want.
accountability thing. It's not
Women
the
are
I don't
very
know what I want.
imaginative.
It's the accountability thing.
So it's like
I
they,
feel
they
like
think
because
about
like if you're being super stoic and you're like get the fuck out of your feelings. Like,
Mhm.
why are you tripping? Like,
Mhm.
whatever. Then it's up to me to
Mhm.
be like, you're right. I am in
Mhm.
my feelings. I need to straighten the fuck up. I need to stop.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the
That's what the
disconnect
fuck I
is.
do. I'm
No,
like,
I'm
yo,
saying,
stop being emotional.
But that's where the
Relax.
disconnect is that then it's up to her to
Right.
be like, okay, you're right. I'm tripping. I need to fucking figure it out.
But see, that's
I
the thing.
need
Most
A lot of
women don't
women
give a
won't
fuck
accept
about that.
do that.
It's all about their feelings. Yeah.
That's
And I
where
think
it
that's one of
comes
the things that ruins relationships is that like you'll have a guy tell you like, listen, calm down. It's not that serious. Relax.
And then they get mad.
And then the girl's like, you don't care about my feelings. Like, bro, your feelings,
No.
your feelings are all that matter. Like, relax, bro. And I always tell people, I'm like, yo, whatever you're mad at right now, 10 years from now, you
not gonna
won't
matter.
you won't even
Yeah.
remember that shit. You
Not
won't
even
even
10
remember.
years.
Like,
Not
yo,
even 10 years.
whatever argument you and your boyfriend just had 10 years from now, you'll be like, yo, what were we arguing about? What the fuck were we arguing about on Unfiltered? Like, that's
Yeah,
how it
there's no
goes.
point in holding grudges. Like, to me, that's what I
Yeah.
think about every day. Like, I don't hold grudges. I don't hate people because of that. Like, bro, I'm not gonna remember it in like 2 weeks.
Okay, real quick, since you wanted to finish this so bad, what's the red flag for you?
He could be a hoe.
He could be a hoe.
He could be a hoe.
Yo, you
Like, he
scared?
can fuck other bitches.
Yeah.
Like he
No.
fuck, he can
Damn.
fuck other bitches and
like
you don't care.
Like a whole
I
while
don't
you
fuck.
guys are together.
What?
He could be a hoe.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Dina,
What?
hold on, guys. Let me take a minute real quick to clap for her.
Let me get your
For
number
her.
after this,
And
bro.
the reason why I say that is because you didn't think like that at all times.
I always have.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
let me
promise
get your
I always
number
have.
after this.
But
No offense, but when you were married,
I thought like that
you
too.
thought like that too?
Yeah, I did. I've told you this a
Yeah,
bunch
she
of
said that
times.
on the
The
podcast.
reason
She
why
said
we're
that.
divorced has nothing to do with him being a hoe. It has to do with the fact that he stopped being a husband.
Now,
Yeah,
were
I
you when he did that? Were you emotional about it still? Were you still like kind of
So-
upset and stuff?
Being a husband. Hold on. How does he stop being a husband? Was he still paying the bills?
Yeah, but he wasn't taking me out on dates. We weren't
Bruh.
spending time with each
Bruh.
other. His free time went to his friends and to like outside.
Okay.
Like it wasn't a household anymore.
So he stopped catering
He
to
was
you.
disrespecting me to the point that I literally had bitches calling me trying to fight me for my husband. I'm like,
Okay.
yo, what the fuck? This bitch is crazy. Like,
Okay.
you get me? Like he didn't set that
I
boundary.
get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Which is important.
But do you regret breaking up with him though?
No, absolutely not. No.
Can you answer my question though?
What?
Were
was
you
it?
showing him emotions or like when he did it? Were you upset?
I mean, yeah, in the beginning when I was younger, but remember, we were together for 10 years.
How about
You know what I
this?
mean?
What? Because you're a really smart woman.
Yeah.
What would you say to the dumb bitches right now in a relationship with a guy that still talk to other girls, and they know they talk to other girls, but then they sit here and say they're cool with it, and deep down inside they're not? What is your
So I think
advice to those dumb bitches?
so. First and foremost, I think it has a lot to do with the type of men that you're with too. Like, I'm not dating a regular dude.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the type of men that I date are on a different level. Like, all day.
In what sense?
In every sense, financially, emotionally, like
So high value. men.
mentally. Yeah, like I'm not dating Menganito from fucking Starbucks. Like, that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And no offense to him, I'm not saying it like
Yo,
in a
I can't
bad
let you talk
way.
about Manganito from Starbucks like that, bro.
I'm not
Bro,
saying it
try,
in a
man.
bad way. It's just I'm in a different point in my life, and I'm spoiled. Like, I am. I've always had that guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So because I'm spoiled in that sense, like I'm spoiled. Like, I just am. That's the type of dude that I am. So honestly, like, I feel like when you deal with that type of dude, it comes with a different set of rules. And that's what a lot of bitches don't understand, is that when you deal with that type of dude, like, the game is different.
Let me
The
ask
way
you a
you have
question.
to play the game is different.
What age were you when you got married?
I was 24.
24. So you were young.
Yeah, I was in my prime.
Okay. Because I see now that you're working on like yourself, your career, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So would you advise these younger women to do the same?
At their age,
Like
no.
marry young, work older? Because shouldn't it be the other way around?
No.
According to
I would-
society?
I mean, no, I would advise them to get married young and work older. Again, like, I feel like if my marriage didn't have that problem, like, I still would be married.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I still would be able to be doing the things that I'm doing now because I helped him build what he needed to build for
Mhm.
us to be okay.
Mhm.
And I know that I would have that leeway now if we would have stayed together, you know, to be able to do comedy right now and to do this and to do that.
What do you say to the women that say, well, if I get married now and I put everything into this guy, what if he blows up and then he leaves me with nothing?
Then you picked the wrong guy.
Because that's literally what most women come on here and say.
Then you picked the wrong guy.
They're like, listen.
And it's not to be offensive or to be an asshole. Like, I picked the wrong guy. Like, if we're really like gonna like, you know, get into it or whatever, I picked the wrong guy. It doesn't make him a bad guy.
Yeah.
It just makes him the wrong one for me, which is fine.
But so did you know? Okay, now that's a tough question.
No, ask
because
me.
sometimes
you know me. I'm unfiltered. Let's go. Let's do it.
What I'm saying is,
to the nitty-gritty.
if you picked him, I'm assuming because you're a smart woman that you thought he was the right guy.
No, he has amazing trait. He's a great human being, right? But obviously, when shit hit the fan, he didn't know how to handle his shit.
Okay.
So maybe I wasn't the right person for him in that time frame. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like that's
how much money did he make? Ballpark 200.
I think now he's up to
300,000.
Yeah.
So Cream says that cheating is a rich.
It's a rich man sport. Yeah.
No, she says it's a rich nigga sport. Technically, that dude was pretty wealthy. So.
I mean, it's a rich man sport.
That's why she was okay with it.
That's why I'm telling you, to me, that doesn't bother me, because when you deal with a certain type of man, you deal on a different playing field. Like, you have to play by a different set of rules. You understand what I'm saying?
So this is where I'm gonna change up a little bit, okay? And Basil might not like this,
Bro,
but
take a different pill.
Go, let's go. Let's do it.
If a man if he's making 300,000,
right,
and he's having sex with other women,
right,
and he's still giving you flowers, taking you out on dates,
you can do whatever the fuck you want.
But do you really feel like he loves you?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like you feel like he loves you?
Yeah, for sure.
Like you're his all?
Absolutely.
Like he's scared to lose you?
Yeah, for sure.
You think so?
I know I'm something to lose.
When he's
we love it. We love it.
I know I'm something to lose, and that's the other side of it too. Like, a woman has to know that
remember,
she's
he's
something
rotating
to lose
girls
too.
He's rotating girls.
I don't give a fuck.
On the
None of them are
side.
me.
So he knows in the back of his mind. Listen, even if I lose Dina, I still have.
It doesn't matter. It's not the same. It's not the same.
What do you mean I took a different pill?
It's not the same. No matter, you could have 100 bitches on your roster. I don't give a fuck. They're not Dina.
Okay, so
like, you get me?
Would you consider yourself like a good partner?
I am a great partner.
A great partner, right? So wouldn't you say that you're more than all those girls combined?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You want to know why? Because this one might cook for you. This one might clean for you. This one might have the fat ass.
So why aren't you enough for your husband?
This one might be
though?
funny.
That's my question.
Why wasn't I?
Why aren't you enough?
He
for
was
your
doing
husband?
a lot of drugs at that time, and he was listening to people he shouldn't have been listening to. And he
But
was.
do you
doing
think you should have been
things that
enough for your man, for your husband?
I know that I was.
Okay, but do you think he should have felt like you were enough for him?
I'm not gonna get into that because he has a wife now.
Oh my
so
God,
I can't
bro.
say.
I almost had her.
Say.
I almost had her. No. Do you think you should have been enough for him? Yes or no?
What I want to say.
No.
But if I wanted to be married, like I said 5 minutes ago, if I wanted to still be married, I would be.
Oh, so basically
Let's
you
just
say
say
you
that.
can steal it. You can steal it back. That's what basically you say.
No, not steal it back because I don't want that anymore.
But you could.
I would never want that anymore. But if
you think you can steal it back,
if the time,
you think you can steal it back?
If at the time when I was divorced,
yeah,
I still wanted to be married, I would have still been married.
She's probably like saying that she was a down, like the girl he's with now is a downgrade compared to her.
No.
What Dina's saying is, if I wanted that dude, I can have that dude.
Yeah. If I want to go back, that's an option.
Put the camera on her, bro. You see that smile? You see that smile?
Hey, yo, shout out to Nelly now.
Talking about. So listen, tonight, aficionados, you guys can come see me.
You know what's funny? It's unfiltered.
Yeah.
I am being unfiltered. I just don't want to offend people. I don't want people to.
It's unfiltered.
Who don't you want to offend? Who don't you want to offend?
No, my question is this.
I don't want to disrespect somebody else's relationship.
Okay, my question is this.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you because you just said you think you were a good woman, you think you should have been enough. Do you think your husband should have seen you as enough too? That's my question to you. Like, wouldn't you be happy if he saw you as like, damn, Dina's that chick. I don't need any other chicks.
I don't think that matters. I don't think you guys think like that.
You don't think men think like that.
Men, I don't think men think like
Okay.
that.
Well, she don't
But
think.
would you have preferred that? Would you have
Huh?
preferred? Would you have preferred him to say, "I don't need any other girls. I have Dina. Like Dina fulfills everything I
How do
need."
you know that wasn't said? Like,
Well, he was sleeping with other women, so
but you don't know what was said to try to keep me.
I don't know what was
you
said, but
get
I know
me?
it was
I
done.
Trying to. And on top of that, remember, Eric, like I'm not a regular girl. I like girls too. Like you get me. Like there's a lot of other
Okay.
factors into this that you're
Okay.
not factoring
Gotcha.
in. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
What does that mean?
what does what mean?
There's a lot
That
of
I
other-
like girls too?
Yeah.
There she
That's pretty straightforward. Basil, I like girls too. Like, I don't
Were
know
y'all,
how to
y'all
explain
having
that shit to
threesomes?
you.
Were y'all having threesomes?
yeah, she was having threesomes.
Were y'all having three? Were
Yeah.
you doing? Hold on. Were you doing stuff without him?
No, absolutely not. I would never do that. That's
No, with girls.
disrespectful.
With the girls.
That's disrespectful. I would never do that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Dina, shout out to you for being unfiltered halfway.
Yeah,
Do
we
any of
got a-
y'all? Did the rest of y'all agree with
I'm
what she
sorry.
was saying?
I'm sorry. Wait. We have a super chat.
Yeah, we got
Go
a
ahead,
super
bro.
chat by David Jones. He says, "Lady, is male monogamy harder than female monogamy? I say it because religions that demand male monogamy acknowledge that it's hard to teach women to forgive good men who struggle with it."
Okay, ladies, real quick, look at me, please. Do you guys think that it's harder for? I'm sorry. Was he saying is it harder for
Male
men or
monogamy.
Is
female?
male monogamy harder than female monogamy?
Okay.
Of
Yes.
course.
Okay. She says, of course. What do you think? Why are you looking at him?
What is monogamy?
I'm
Like
thinking
being
Okay.
He's going to
Oh,
explain.
hold on.
Yeah, let's break down the
Whoa.
definition.
Translate
Real
it.
quick. What do you think it means?
Monogamy?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds
Monopoly. It's a game.
Like, it sounds like misogynist.
Misogynist. Okay.
No, monogamy.
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 No.
Monomany.
Monogamy.
Keep going.
No.
Monogamy.
No,
No. Wait, okay.
Me-
So what do you think it
Monopoly.
means? What do you think it means?
like who has like I don't know, like rights?
Who has rights?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it that?
You're right. What about you?
No.
What do you think?
It's not right.
What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Okay.
Damn.
What do you think it means?
It's a relationship between like a man and a woman, like only a man and a woman, not like extra people.
Mhm.
Not like extra people. Okay. What do you think it means?
It's a relationship between two people, and that's it. It's not open. It's not multiple people. It's only one and one other person, and that's it.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, she goes to college, so
Yeah. Shout out to her. Okay. So do you think it's harder for men to be monogamous or for women to be monogamous?
By the way, she had the correct answer.
Yeah.
For women.
For women.
You think it's harder for women?
For women.
Okay. What about you?
I think it's harder for. But is this like asking like if it's harder for women to be monogamous?
I just said, is it harder for men or for women to be monogamous?
I think it's harder for women to be monogamous.
You think it's harder for women?
Well, you
Okay.
said monogamous is basically like loyal, but like if you
Yeah,
wanna
like you're
be-
not sleeping with nobody else. You're exclusive essentially.
That would be harder
Depends,
for
though.
men though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
men.
What
Man.
that
about to
one
say,
word
y'all
changed
get
everything?
lost.
No, because I was trying to like put two
She
and
was
two
still
together. I was like,
processing
yeah, I
it
was still
in
trying
her.
to process the definition. And then
You know,
like,
I don't know who it was that said that. I think it might have been, I don't know who it was, but they said that all you have to do is just be pretty when you're a woman. Like all you have to do is just be pretty.
That's true.
there's a lot of
To get fucked.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
I mean,
listen,
like-
listen,
we
listen,
being for
all you,
real.
listen, all you have to do is be pretty to get fucked, and then once you get fucked, you get the house, you get the car, you get the yacht from the right guy.
it depends.
From the right guy.
Yeah.
Depends.
But listen,
Depends.
you guys,
It depends on how many options he has.
no,
If he has a
It
lot
de-
of
no, no.
options.
It
then
depends on
being
how
pretty
bad you
good and
are.
shit.
if you're a baddie, you'll get pretty privilege. If you're not, then you'll get used. But okay, cool. So you said it's harder for men. You said it's harder for men. You said it's harder for women. And what about you?
Men.
You think it's harder for men? What about you?
Man, all
Okay.
day.
Okay,
Women
so
and
why'd you say
hoes.
women? You were the only one that said women. Why?
You knew the
Oh, wait,
definition.
real quick.
No,
what
no,
about
no.
you? What do you think? Obviously.
It depends.
It's
It
a-
Oh
depends.
no, come on, bro.
It
You took a
depends,
blue
though.
pill.
What's good
Nah,
with
it
this nigga?
depends, bro. Cause like if you
No,
if
just
you-
give me one. Just don't go to a story. Just give me one.
it depends.
If you had to choose, which one?
I would say women. I would say women.
You would say women.
Harder
Okay.
for women to be faithful.
Okay, let me go to her first. Why women?
I thought about something first, and then I took time to think about it. But like, no, I think it's men. But I'm not sure.
You
Like
think it's
I
men?
understand. Like I say men. I say now men because of her story and like how a lot of like high valued guys. It's like that's their thing. Like, they
Exactly.
cheat.
Majority of men are not high valued. But if you're high valued, then it's harder for men. But if you're not high valued, it's harder for the women. Because women, like
Yeah.
men just want to fuck, bro. Like G.
Men are trash.
Wait, hold on. If you're in a relationship,
Men are
like,
trash.
Yeah.
if you're in a
I'm gonna play
relationship,
that in a loop.
I'm gonna be honest. Men are trash.
I'm very like I'm confused by both of y'all.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
If you're in a relationship, you want to go sleep with another guy?
No.
Yes,
Me?
you do. Yes, you do. Be honest.
No.
You know what?
So
Let's be honest.
if you do want to sleep with another guy, then you're not with the right
You're
guy.
not with the
because
right guy.
if
The
you're with
boyfriend
a
you want.
if you're with a high valued man, they should check off everything on your
No, I'm being
list, like-
sarcastic, but
you're
I'm just
proving his
fucking
point.
around. But
Okay.
okay, cool. So you also said women. Why women?
But it depends though. That's what I'm saying. If a woman is dating a high value man, then it's easier for men to cheat than the woman.
Yeah, but see, we're not speaking about that. We're saying in general.
In general,
Yeah.
then it's men.
Okay, so then it's men.
In
Okay, so
general.
then we have one woman, and she's kind of a man.
I changed my
Okay. Okay, cool. What do you think?
Wait.
Everybody changed their answers.
It's clearly
I
women,
think they're
but even
confused about the question.
yeah, but hold on, even what he's saying is doesn't make sense. But I think it's women. If the guy is high value, the girl would want to cheat less.
Yeah.
So I'm
I'm
confused.
saying it's easier for the guy to cheat if he's high valued.
What he's saying is that most men are not high value, so they wouldn't fall into that category because, like we said, cheating is a rich man's sport. So
even if you're
Hold on, real quick. Let me say something.
So
I think it's harder for women.
to
And-
stay faithful,
Yes, and the reason why is
Um,
because they have more options.
Mm,
I look. I think guys want to have sex more, maybe because of testosterone, and all.
levels. Yeah.
But I think women have way more options. Like for instance, if you and her were dating, she has way more options than you do.
I
Now
think
the only
you're
difference
right.
the only difference is that when women they seem to for some reason get so infatuated with men that they almost like don't even look at other men.
If she's a good girl, yeah, of course. But I'm saying like I still kind of don't agree with that because yeah, women might have more options, but men are more desperate for sex.
That's true.
So they're
women
more
are just
likely to
as
cheat. They're more likely to
one in
think with
three
their
guys
dick
hasn't
than
had
we are
sex
to
in a year
think
or is a
about.
virgin.
Correct.
And that's
Right, because girls are hoes, but
Yeah, but that
we're
goes
talking
against what you
about
just
we're talking about in a relationship. Hoes.
Okay,
we're
if-
not
if-
talking about a girl that's just fucking people. We're talking about in a
If
relationship.
you said
Well,
you
you said women too.
No,
right?
I said overall. I never said relationship. I'm
You
saying
said
overall.
women though too, right?
Well,
Yeah,
we're
so I
talking
said
about
women, yeah.
monogamy. So monogamy.
Well, yeah, but what I'm
Is in a
but
relationship.
Yeah, it's in a
That's true,
relationship.
but in today's society, I don't really see people like I don't see like in our generation, people
Yeah.
when you were dating, it was called courting.
Yeah.
Like you were courting to marry.
That's why I asked her, like, what's your definition of talking? Because
Yeah.
your definition of talking and my definition
What's
of
it?
talking
Okay,
are
so
very different.
so what do you think
Like,
the definition of talking in the younger society is? It's not even dating. It's just
no.
getting to
it's
know
like a
each
free
other.
trial.
Yeah,
like a 30-day free trial.
Like America Online, like AOL.
No, because like if you
It's
try
based on
something,
your AOL trial.
a free trial is when you try something and if you don't like it, you cancel the
The subscription?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing?
See,
So
Yeah.
I'm canceling.
Okay,
if I don't
nothing.
want you, I'll cancel.
Back in the day, we didn't do that.
No.
And not back in the day when you dated someone, like back in the day, bro, when I
It was
was like
different.
when I was younger, like you used to like go to sleep talking to that person. You used to like wake up and they were still on the phone with you. Like, back in the day when you had to like sneak on to talk on the phone type shit. Like nowadays, you guys have everything so accessible.
Yeah, the cord is like
It's
stretched all the way to
ridiculous,
the
bro. Yeah.
bathroom, and your
Wait,
mom is like,
But isn't talking and dating different though?
they are.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
now
back-
they are.
I'm saying
They
back in the-
weren't
I
like
think-
that before.
I think back in the day, people took dating seriously,
yeah,
like a lot more seriously. Like in today's age, bro, that
They
It's
don't
whatever.
care.
it
it's
wasn't like that
anything.
before.
Wait, Dina, did you expect us to say women?
Huh?
'Cause you said men, right?
I did say man.
Did you expect us to say women?
No, I didn't.
I didn't expect Eric.
I
to,
didn't
agree with
because I
me.
thought we were talking in the context of
Of
a
relationships.
relationship.
But
Like,
even in a
I didn't-
relationship,
I
don't
see
you
what you're
think
saying.
girls are more sneakier than guys?
No, I don't. I
But-
don't.
You don't. So
No.
you don't
I
think.
think girls are more spiteful than men.
So you don't think
meaning that,
girls
like-
cheat as much as guys?
No, no. I think girls are
More.
more spiteful than men.
Yeah.
Girls
Yeah, I would
like
say
do
that.
things to hurt you on purpose.
Yeah.
Like in a relationship.
That's why it's
You
worse.
know what I'm saying?
That's why it's worse though.
What I think is that there's a lot of guys that are bums, and those girls are like, well, fuck this guy, I'm gonna go do something else.
Yeah.
When that guy's not performing at a certain level.
I say this all the time. Men fall in
Yeah.
love and women fall in business, right? Because like men will fall in love with a woman, but as soon as he's failing or he's not providing what he used to,
Correct.
the girl moves on. The girl moves on real quick. But like a guy can lose it all. He'll still fall. He'll still love the woman, and if he has it all, he'll still love the woman.
Correct.
So I had a conversation yesterday with someone, and they were like, I think it was you, and we were basically talking about how women think that they can provide for men, and I'm like, you can provide for a guy, but it would only be for so long.
Correct.
Like you can't provide for your boyfriend for 2 years and think that you're going to be happy in a relationship with him as a woman.
And it's not natural to be providing for men. Like,
But as a man, you can provide for your woman for 10
You end up
years.
resenting him.
For 10 years, you can provide for your woman and you'll be okay with that because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you want to do. But as a woman, you're not going to provide for your boyfriend for 10 years.
Yeah.
There's no way.
And like Jakeem said, it's natural. On the podcast yesterday, you said you like guys around your age, don't make a lot of money. But then when we did the rating game, you said Steve's your type. He's in his 30s. You knew that, and you knew he had bread.
Yeah.
The shit's not adding up.
Yeah.
Well, because let me explain. Like,
Go ahead. I'll
like
go
I
on.
could find older men attractive, whatever,
Mhm.
but I'm not that age yet. You go through stages in life. I'm gonna wait for my stage. I don't want to be with an old ass guy when I'm young. Like it's not.
But you didn't miss a beat.
So
all the other girls took 30 seconds. You were like, as soon as it came to you, Steve.
Because I'm not. I know what I like. But like what? I'm not.
So what do you like? Do you like the older guys or do you like the younger
I
guys?
have money.
The older guys that have bread or the younger guys?
Yeah, there's nothing that a guy your age can offer you right now.
You just
That-
didn't want to
that's-
sound like the rest of
besides
the
his
girls that were
time.
saying
Depends on the
400K,
guy, though.
200K.
No, not that. Because I don't really care about. Like I don't feel like I care about money as much as you guys care about money. Like I'm not.
Everybody cares about money, bro.
I really know.
You don't care about money because you can go to the club and get it for free.
Okay.
You can go to a restaurant.
She's smiling hard as fuck, so you know it.
You can go to a restaurant and some guy will probably offer to pay for your
But
bill.
the thing is that I don't.
I've
let that
never had
happen.
anybody offer to pay for my fucking bill, bro.
Facts.
I've never had anybody offer to pay for my
Not
bill.
even the bitch that was here that said that she would pay for it.
Oh,
Did she pay? You remember that shit?
You remember the black girl, your holy
That
angel
she
or
was
whatever?
arguing with me.
Is it Christy?
No. It wasn't Christy.
It was a long time ago.
But she was on the couch, and Dina and her were arguing back and forth, and she was like, "I pay for everyone's dinner." And then we
She was
went
like,
out
I don't care. I'll pay for a first date. I
Yo.
don't give a fuck.
Oh, I know who you're talking
And
about.
then we
Okay.
went to dinner, and
Yeah.
she the bill came, and she disappeared real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
I was like, wow.
You know what's funny?
That's crazy.
Yo, girls will sit here and argue with us the whole show about like, oh, I want to pay 50-50, this and that. And sometimes we'll go out to eat with them, and we always end up paying for the fucking food.
Exactly, pay for everything.
Oh, and they never
don't say
offer.
shit. They don't say
They
nothing.
never offer.
They sit there silent.
They
They don't
don't
look for the bill or
offer,
nothing.
and something that pisses me off is that a lot of them don't even say thank you to you guys. Like that's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, we stopped doing that. So
We got 2 super chats that just came in.
go ahead, bro.
We got Captain Caveman. If women were putting as much time and effort into a husband and family as they do themselves, they would make good wives and mothers.
Yes, 100%.
Yo, it's
Someone,
nice to see you, Captain.
yeah, shout out to Captain. So someone once said women want to be wives, but they don't want to be mothers. No, women want to be married, but they don't want to be wives or mothers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So all girls want to get married, but when it comes to being a wife and a mother, all of a sudden they don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
they want to be owned, protected, but they don't.
They
wanna
just
know
want the
what comes with
fucking
it.
marriage. They want to have that
Status.
that marriage,
Yeah.
the actual yes.
Like the wedding.
So shout out to Captain, man. We appreciate you. Much love, bro. Go ahead. What's the
we
next
got
one?
David Jones. He said my super chat was read out loud wrong. I clearly said that male monogamy is hard.
Exactly.
Okay, so you read it wrong, Curtis. Shout out to you,
My
man.
bad.
Okay, yes. So back to what David is saying. Yes, male monogamy is hard. I will agree to that because I am a man. Sometimes I identify as a woman, but I am a man.
What during happy hour for 2 for 1?
But but it is hard,
Oh,
man.
no.
I will say that it is hard, but I just think women have more options. Like I've seen your DMs, bro. I think last night I saw there was a girl that was here. She was sitting over there.
More,
Oh,
I wouldn't
I
say
went through
more
her
options.
DMs.
I would say more opportunities.
More
because
opportunities.
not every option is a viable one, but you do have like the opportunity because they do slide in your DMs and they do this.
Okay,
and they do
Dina,
that,
you've been
but
on the
it's
show a
just-
lot. Every time we be like, what happened when you cheated on your guy? The girl usually says, I cheated back.
Yeah, because they're hoes.
Yesterday we
So they went back to that trash option. They all those options in their phone.
It was an
they picked one.
opportunity.
They
It doesn't
picked
mean
one.
that it was a viable option. It was just the opportunity to cheat
And then
back.
they did it.
You get me? But it doesn't mean that he's a good option for you.
Okay.
You understand
So
what I
what
mean?
happened if a guy with more money hit that girl up? So a high value, she's dating a little bum, and then a high value guy hits that.
What makes you think that the high value guy is gonna take her seriously if she's in a relationship and she's even talking to him?
She doesn't know that. And you know, girls don't think that.
Girls are retarded. Though,
exactly.
They
don't think like Dina, you know that exactly. So she's gonna go pick the high value option.
Yeah.
So
No, the opportunity doesn't mean he's a viable option. Again, because he's not going to take her serious. So what's he going to do? He's going to fuck her, give the opportunity to suck his dick, and then he's going to move on to the next one, and she's going to still be with the trash ass dude that she was with before.
Okay. You know what? I have a question for the ladies. Who's the prize, men or women?
Women.
Say it into the mic, like with your chest. Women? Okay. Who's the prize, men or women?
Can you give me some time to think about that, Luke?
You come from a matriarchy, so
know,
this should be
but
easy
it's
for
just
you.
like- it's just
Girl
like-
power.
Who's the prize, men or women?
I would say women.
Okay, cool. Who's the prize, men or women?
Women.
Who's the prize, men or women?
Men.
Men? Who's the prize, men or women?
Men.
Who's the prize, men or women?
Men.
Okay.
Question?
Why women?
Because aren't we? Don't we have what they want? Like, don't
Which
they
is
want to
what?
fuck everyone? Like,
Bro,
don't we
there's
have?
more women in the world than men, bro. So
Okay, so you have what you want, which is
And we can make babies.
okay. So besides making babies, what else can you do that we need you for?
I don't know.
Isn't there a lot of girls that could do what you can do?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's just my opinion. Like, I don't know. I think that we're the prize.
Okay.
That's just me.
Okay, cool. So because you can give birth. What about you? Why are women the prize?
That's why I told you to give me some time to think about it, because like although I do think that women are like very important, women are special. Like obviously what we've talked about today, like it's actually made me
Yo,
think.
Curtis, can you turn it up a little bit, bro?
Sorry, it's made me think a lot. See different perspectives from like different people and different girls. And I do think that high value men are very like, it's kind of hard to find for high value men.
Mhm.
And if they're the ones that are providing for you, you don't like people who provide for you well.
Mhm.
That's something you don't find really easily. So that's why I think that they're kind of like the prize, like they're the win. If you have someone that provides for you well.
Okay. All right. I don't agree with that, but what about you? Why are women the prize?
I feel like women are nurturers. Like, okay, men can take care of you with money, whatever, but women take care of men and their family emotionally. And yeah, it's hard to be like rich or whatever, but it's also hard to find someone that cares about you and that's gonna be there for you and is gonna like, you know, because at the end of the day, you're a big, strong guy, but you need someone to be there for you when the door is closed to cry on your shoulder. Because at the end of the day, everyone's gonna cry.
I don't think men should cry on women's shoulders.
Cry on women's shoulders.
I
Like,
feel like everyone has like they need someone to care about them and to have a soft spot for them. And I feel like women are the people that women are the people that people go to when they need like assurance. or
that's why
something
it's
like that.
strong. That's why it's important as men to build a brotherhood. So you have your brothers for everything.
If a guy cried on your shoulders, you would respect him?
You would respect them?
No, I never remember like crying on my shoulder, but like let's say you had a hard day, like you need someone to be there for you, you need someone to talk to you about it, whatever, you need someone there. And not necessarily you want a man
Listen, if
always
my
to
man
talk
has
to.
a hard day, the last thing that we're doing is talking.
That's what I'm saying. So if
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a good point. So what's the last thing we're doing is talking? What are you doing?
What am I doing? Like, if I know it's a rough day,
Come on, keep going.
I'm gonna do everything to make sure it's not a rough day.
Like what?
Like we're gonna have a good meal. We're gonna find something really entertaining to do.
You gonna
we're
pray?
gonna do some other stuff. Get your mind off of
Right. You
things.
gonna
Like
pray?
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. The last thing a guy should do is come home and cry to you. You don't want your man to come home and cry to you.
Yeah,
But
but I
you know
said
what
that-
happens if your man comes home and cries to you? And I know this as a man. You're gonna start to get worried because you're gonna be like, yo, my man. I don't know if my man can handle whatever he's going through. Now you feel unsure.
exactly.
That's just the reality of it. A lot of girls say that they're okay with men crying, and then as soon as men cry, actually, I just posted a video on my story recently where
Yeah, I saw that.
this guy like opened up to a girl and basically told her some stuff that like was bothering him, and this girl literally used it on him.
Yep.
And he was like, and it was random too, and he was like, yo, like
What the fuck?
he's like, yo, that's foul. Like that's what women do.
I talk to women and they be like, yo, my boyfriend keeps complaining about this and about it's like
Yeah.
it's just women.
Yeah, see, that woman will come to you because her man's complaining. She's looking for some type of leadership. She's
Yeah.
looking for strength, right? She's looking for assurance, reassurance. So yeah, I don't think that men should do that, to be honest. And I find it funny because women come on here all the time and say they want men to be open and
Emotional.
vulnerable and emotional, and in reality, that's not really what you guys want.
I mean, I do feel like your partner should be your safe space to like
Yeah, that's what I meant.
bounce things off of, like in that, like certain things you wouldn't talk about with other people. Obviously, you're gonna talk about like with your partner. You know what I'm saying? But I think women have fucked that up so bad because of the example that you gave. Like, we're so fucking spiteful. Like
Especially in
the
this
second that
society.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, women now have been taught that like the second that he does something you don't like you fucking go straight for the jugular and you tell him some real fucked up shit, like to make him feel a little bit of what you feel when it's not even that serious. You know what I mean? So I think you're right in that sense. And I think honestly, the ones that have fucked that up, like the luxury of having a man be vulnerable, is us.
So Rebecca, which one's the more rare, a high value guy or a high value woman?
A high value woman.
And what's a high value woman?
A high value woman, someone that like has their morals, that respects themselves, that is real class. You know how you was talking yesterday?
Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
Like dress classy,
Mhm.
Educated, all of that.
So the bare minimum?
Huh?
The bare minimum?
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like
So you like that as a woman?
That's how I feel like you should be raised to be. But I feel like a lot of people.
Minimum.
Okay, but I feel like a lot of people don't do the bare minimum. So in my ideology, that's a high value woman.
So the bare minimum is high value now.
Women are delusional nowadays.
I don't feel
That's
like
the same thing for
I don't
men.
feel like
That's
high
it.
value is just money. Like I feel like it's your morals, who you hang around, who you associate with. Like,
As a woman, like if you have money, that doesn't make you high value. That's correct.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. What she
what
said
you
is,
just said is the bare minimum.
but there is some truth to what she's saying.
It is.
Because in today's society,
But isn't that sad?
It is unfortunately
but
sad.
at least be the bare minimum, at least.
Yeah, but so you guys both have a point.
No. But what's more rare though?
What's more rare? I feel like right now. I want to say this, so don't start talking. Okay.
Okay, speaking to the mic though.
Okay. So I feel like it's harder to find a high value man. I feel like men now, like bringing back to the Andrew Tate thing, men want everything to be 50-50. Men don't want to work. Men don't want to provide. No, I'm saying that how she said that men want, like Andrew Tate.
She's saying that's how men are right now.
Yeah, like he's telling them to like what the fuck are you doing? Like men don't have their shit together. Men want people to be their mothers, but then like they want shit to be like 75-20.
Okay.
That's because you're also dating very immature
type of
kids.
men you're dating. Exactly.
No, I'm talking about my friends too, like their experiences too. I feel like men want to have a mother, someone to take care of them, someone to this, someone to that, and then they want to like.
Hold on, but there's a difference though. Like for instance, me and my girl, like we have our own roles. She does like the cooking and the cleaning, and she'll make sure that like the clothes is washed and everything.
And that's good.
But that's what my mother, if I had one, that's what she would have done too. Like essentially, like if you're in a good relationship with your parents, like we kind of look for people that
resemble
our parents.
Yeah. Like if my mom was a good mother, why the fuck would I not want those qualities?
I never had a mother. I never had a mother, but I loved when she washes my clothes. I love when the room in the house is clean. I love when.
But that's not only what a mother does. I'm talking about like emotionally draining. Like when you're a mother, right? Like when your kid emotionally drains, you're like, get the shit away from me. Some men feel like that. They're like,
that's what I mean. Immaturity. You're dating immature kids.
Again, we're not saying about the guys I dated. We're talking about other people too.
Okay, but in general, if you're dating men like that, those are very immature.
Yes, and so you agree the high value guy is more rare
to find?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that means the high value guy is the prize. No. The guy is the prize then.
But sometimes, ladies, sometimes this is why I said what I said about your generation. Because a lot of times you guys don't even know what you're talking about. Like you guys have changed your answers. You guys backtrack a lot.
I never changed my answer.
How did I manipulate you? I
didn't know what you was telling me. I was like,
because I asked the question. I asked the exact same question.
It goes back to the short attention span. They're not thinking about what they're saying. They're just
6
saying
seconds.
6 seconds.
So you're telling me, is it easier or is it harder to find that guy than it is to find that girl?
Okay, I feel like there's more high value women.
I feel. So
that's how I feel.
So there's more high value women. So that means the guys are more rare. If the guys are more rare, doesn't that make them the prize?
Hold on. What there's no such thing as a high value woman. What's a high value woman?
What I said.
What you said?
like a woman that has morals, a woman that has her shit together, a woman that's educated.
That's a normal woman.
Wait, Eric, but what do you mean?
That's
by
not a
that?
high value woman. That's
So then
that's
why
what.
can it, I don't understand. What's a high value man? What can a high value man do that a high value? I mean, that a woman can't.
I mean,
Have
Wait,
you
but
ever-
hold on,
hold on.
that's not what we're
Hold on.
discussing.
Hold
can
on.
you build a skyscraper though? Like you can't do. There's like a
Girl,
bunch of things.
have you-
Baby
that,
girl,
like-
I'm planning to go to trade school actually.
And do what?
I
Nails?
mean, the heavy
No,
ass
not,
work.
that's cosmetology school.
Bro, your
What are you
manager.
gonna do?
Hold on. When she goes to trade school, your manager is gonna be a guy. The guy that's
No.
gonna give you and pay you is gonna be a
No.
guy.
Well,
Who's
that's
gonna be doing
debatable.
all the dirty work? Man.
No. Yeah, there's what I personally know a bunch of women that do construction.
Bullshit.
I don't what?
What you know a bunch of
There's
women.
women that
Okay,
serve in construction.
Call one of them right now.
But probably those women give water to those guys.
Right, they're over there giving
No,
food,
no.
Call
no,
one
no.
of them right now.
Okay,
Your
one
phone.
of
Probably
okay.
doing sweeping and stuff.
and she's uncomfortable. She's like, I know a few construction women too. No,
I do. One of the guys I was talking to, his mother was a hard ass worker. She would work in construction,
So
and
funny.
she
I just
stopped-
wrote a joke about that shit.
and
you
she
just said
stopped-
a bunch though.
I know. I
Call
do,
one
but-
right now.
Yeah,
Can you?
I'll give you the phone.
Don't put yourself on.
Don't
the
do
spot.
that to yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call them, but like I do know. Like that's why is it wrong for me to say that? I do know women that are in construction.
Because generally, if we're being honest,
it is generally men, but you can't say that women can't do it too.
I'm not saying that you can't.
You just-
I'm just
that
saying
we won't.
Yeah.
But there is women that do it, so you can't say that.
See, look,
See this French manicure? No fucking way. Like I'm
Exactly, bro.
good.
The
See,
British
look,
lady.
look. This is the problem with women is that you guys feel like we're saying you can't do it. We're not
You're
saying you
human.
can't do construction. You guys can do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
because you're human.
You guys can literally do whatever you want. You just won't do it,
I don't feel like that's true.
bro. It's
It's happening. It's literally what is true. That's
okay.
the truth.
Men
Okay.
qualify.
That's the fact.
Who builds the world? Men or women?
Okay, like
No. Okay, like nothing. Who builds the world? Men or women?
Straight answer.
let's talk about.
No.
Let's talk about
No.
Can I
How
answer?
about this? Who builds the world? Men or women?
Man.
Men. Okay. But what about girl power? What happened to girl power?
I think it. What do you? Okay, my question is, what do you mean by built the world?
Build the world. Skyscrapers, rail tracks,
The mic you're speaking into,
bridges,
the headphones you have on.
the apartment you live in, the car that you
mostly
drive.
men, mostly men.
Mostly men, I
Like,
would say.
Mostly
I would say
Mexican.
95%.
99.
Yeah, man.
99%.
Mostly men is like 51% of men.
Yo, I live next to we were downtown and we lived next to a building being
Yes.
built. I saw a girl maybe once and she was one of those ones that's walking around with the clipboard.
Hey, we
Like
got
she was
the
wearing the
architect.
suit.
Statistics.
Yeah, she wasn't doing
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And there's not, bro, that's not talking bad about women. It's just reality.
Hey, we got B Bean. He said all the people working in construction, women hold 10.9% of the construction jobs in the United States, and that's certified by June 20th, 2023.
Wow.
Damn,
shout out.
just recently.
10%.
Only
10%.
Not even.
Okay, but 10%
only.
is higher than what it used to
Yeah,
be.
I didn't think it was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be that high.
So I'm not gonna lie, but 10%.
But
What's 10%
still.
out of 100?
Okay, but I never
10%.
disagree.
What's 10%? You see?
I'm not good at math, guys.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay. Shout out to my man right there. What's the other one? Go ahead.
All right, we got
That's why. Go ahead, bro.
JT says she wants a 18-year-old jit who's still living off mommy and daddy instead of
Oh,
let's
he's
say a
talking about you,
24-year-old
mommy.
That's why I was laughing.
instead of let's say a 24-year-old man like me with my own crib, my own career. The math ain't mathing.
Okay.
She's not good at math, JT.
Yeah, she's not good at math. So shout out to you, brother. What's the next one? Go ahead.
And we got Lord Peachy. If women are the prize, we said prize. Why do they want a man to be taller, stronger, fight better, more confident, charismatic, competent, classy, and a leader, have more worldly experiences, and earn more money?
Yeah. So if women are the prize, why do they want that from a man?
Because they're delusional. As I said, I be talking to a lot of women and I be like, describe your perfect man. They try to describe your perfect man, and it's like the guy you're dating now is nowhere compared to what you just described. So it's like,
'Cause
what are
women-
you thinking?
Women in this generation believe like, oh, I'm gonna wait for him to change, or
Yeah.
they
Or
don't-
I can change him into that.
exactly. Like if your man's not doing that, then
I feel like women are just dreamers. Like we
So
think
I
we're
think
like,
you're all wrong right now. Like, to be honest with you, I feel like this is why you brought me here.
This is why I brought you here. Look, you're 68 years old.
Exactly.
you
My
to-
knees hurt.
like if let's say the
This is
young
fucking
generation.
terrible. Okay,
that
so
they
look,
judge-
so you've never heard in Spanish, there's a saying that says, "La mujer hace el hombre."
Yes.
Okay, which means the woman makes the man.
Okay.
Okay, so for you to say, okay, yeah, I'm with this guy and he ain't shit and blah 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 and da da da, I hate to break it to you, mamita, but the reason why he ain't shit is because of you. Like, if
But-
we're being completely honest.
If you provide everything that you need to provide and it's still,
But obviously you're not, because he's lacking. So then
it's
what's
not,
going
but it
on?
wouldn't be my fault if my guy's a bum. Like if I
Yeah.
tell him,
It is
like,
your fault
No, it
because
is.
you're with him.
You
Yeah.
chose him.
yes, that's why I wouldn't be with him. But I'm
So
saying,
you're
But you already
delusional.
chose him.
That's why you're delusional. You
You,
chose
you
him.
want to know one of the most like famous reels, like on whether you go to TikTok or Instagram or even YouTube Shorts? Something happens when men get dumped. They all of a sudden start working harder,
Or go to the
or they go to the
gym, some
gym,
shit.
You see the
or
heartbreak
they
stories.
get 3 jobs, or like something happens
Redemption
because
arc.
that woman had a standard and she was like, "Yo, this is my
You didn't
standard.
meet this standard.
You didn't meet the standard. You're not it. You gotta go." And that guy says, "Fuck it, I gotta step up."
Now I'm gonna be the standard.
Right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I get what she's saying, that the woman does make the man. And Lord Peachy actually says that women make the standard and men have to play by the rules.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I actually
They
agree
need
to
to
that.
rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
Like,
Any other super chats, bro?
No, that's all.
Okay, cool. Listen, man. I want to ask you before we get ready to close it up.
Oh wait, we got 3 more that just came in.
Okay, cool.
All right,
Real quick, go ahead.
Christopher. Yeah, Christopher Dominguez. Sarah, talk about your last relationship. How you totally deserve a high value man. Totally. Ooh.
Damn.
Oh
That's his-
So
shit.
that's
Christopher
his
knows
brother.
Sarah?
That's
Who's
his
Sarah?
brother.
Oh wow! Shout out to
Ooh.
Christopher. man.
Sarah,
Make
you're
sure-
Sarah?
Hold on,
That's
hold
my
on.
ex's brother.
Your
Yo,
ex's
Christopher, make sure you
brother.
subscribe.
So
homie.
wait, hold on. What is Christopher talking about?
That's it. That's my ex's brother.
Okay, but what is he
What
talking
is he
about? Why is
talking
he
about?
saying
Why is he
that?
saying that?
Elaborate.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Like, all I'm gonna say is
Why
that
do y'all break up?
I broke up with him
Why?
because I felt that he was very insecure and that they might not agree with me, but this was me. Like, I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous. to
Damn,
talk
Chris
about.
opened up a whole
No,
shit.
It's kind of ridiculous to talk about because I broke up with him because I started like something happened and then I started kind of like realizing all the stuff that I was kind of like letting like pass by, and then I was like I shouldn't be dealing with this.
Let me
Wait,
ask
so
you.
what
Hold on,
happened?
hold on. What? Because I don't think it's fair to just call someone insecure. They're not here to defend themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
What makes your ex insecure?
What?
Like, what made your ex insecure? You just called him insecure.
Oh.
What made him insecure?
Cause like if like he wouldn't like there was a lot of times where he wouldn't let me go out.
To where? To where? To
Like,
where?
Like to just like hang out with like friends. Like if he heard
Red
that there was a
flag.
guy there, he would be like, oh, like I understand like what we were talking about earlier that okay, like guys are always trying to make moves, but like he should know that I like if I'm in a relationship with him and we had that trust, he should be able to trust me to know that I'm not gonna do
So
that.
you trust your cat to not leave the house after you open the door?
I don't have a car.
Hold on, let me ask you
No,
something.
but in
Hold on. Let me ask you. Do you drive?
Yeah.
Do you have a car?
Yeah.
What car do you drive?
I got a Kia right now.
You got a Kia. Do the doors work and they have locks and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you leave your car in Opaloka, whatever it's called, or Hialeah, or Doro?
Doral is actually a very nice name.
Yeah,
I live in
it is.
Doral.
We all live in Doral.
Would you leave your car unlocked?
I have before, but no.
Okay. Is it smart to leave it unlocked?
No.
Okay. So for men, we think differently, right? Like I have a girlfriend. He has a girlfriend. And you are essentially, if you're my girlfriend, you're my responsibility. Like I have to fight for you. I got to defend you. I got to provide for you. You're kind of like a little fucking kid, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Right? Not that you are a kid, but essentially, that's kind of how it is. Like that's what I would do for my daughter, right? But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't just let my girlfriend just go anywhere, because first of all, you may know the people there, but I don't. And this has happened before in previous relationships with me, where I have let a girl go out, and maybe an ex was there, or a friend from high school was there. And you never know what type of I just wouldn't allow it. You know what I mean? We literally talked earlier about how you don't need friends.
No, but I'm like, I don't want to. It's kind of like that's like one of the easier ones. Like there's like extremes to why I call him insecure, and I don't know. Like it's kind of ridiculous. So I don't
That
wanna
sounds
What
talk
is it? What are
about
the
it.
extremes?
It was kind of like, so towards our like 6 months, we went to watch a movie, and it was the new Spider-Man movie that came out in June.
Okay.
I had mentioned how I thought one of the cartoon characters that are not real, I thought like I had mentioned that I thought like one of them was attractive, and he got so mad,
He's just
and
a jit,
so,
bro. He's just a
so
kid.
jealous and so mad, and he was like, "Shut up! I don't want to hear about that anymore." Like,
Of a cartoon?
yeah.
Hold on, bro.
That's
Just a
why I
kid,
said
bro.
I was.
Just a
That's
kid.
why I'm saying like I thought he was insecure for himself because like okay he's acting jealous, so okay, does he think that this guy that's not real is gonna take him away from me or something?
But now, do you think that was a valid reason to break off the relationship?
But that wasn't the only reason.
What? Keep going.
But you said most of them are ridiculous. So do all?
No,
That
I
one was
said
pretty ridiculous.
I
I'm
said
not
that
gonna
one
lie.
was ridiculous. That one was
That was
Yeah,
pretty-
I mean, look, I wasn't there. I don't know the context of it all, but
Hilarious.
I don't know.
You're just giving us one little bit.
Jules
like,
has.
Yeah,
Jules,
I don't
if
wanna
Jules,
get
if
into
Jules
my
came to me and
relationships
was
like
like, "Spider-Man's cute," I don't.
I would laugh. Like,
I don't know. I'd be like, "You're weird."
yeah.
Like I'd be like, "That's weird," but okay, cool.
funny.
I don't know. Shout out to Chris, man. I don't want Chris to all of a sudden,
Yeah.
throw some bangers at you. But yeah, shout out to Chris.
You better be like, Cat. This
Any
what
other
happened.
super chats? Go ahead.
we got David Jones. Men should not cry in front of women because too many urban women can't be trusted with a man's struggle. Child support and alimony are consequences.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I said that if we stop giving women child support and alimony, the divorce rate would drop. Hey, all of a sudden women would and if we made women pay for the divorce, all of a sudden the divorce rate would
They would
drop.
stop that shit.
maybe
Yeah.
marriage rate would drop, not the divorce rate. Maybe women would
Uh,
quickly the rest.
Well, I
of
mean,
their life.
there's a lot of people that are married now that probably are on the road to divorce that probably wouldn't even do it. But yes, I think marriage rates would
The
also
rent's too high.
probably
Yeah.
I think there's literally a saying that says it's cheaper to keep it, bro. Now, men do not initiate divorces.
Yeah.
So if you made women pay for it, I think
Or if they didn't get half of the shit.
yeah, I think all of a sudden women would be real committed. Let's just put it like that. Any other super chats, bro? Go ahead.
Yeah, we got JT. I've said this on so many shows. There's no such thing as a high value woman without a high value man
Correct.
opening the door and clearly the path for her to find that value within herself to go out and be great.
Correct.
Shout out JT.
100%, JT. Yeah. We spoke about this earlier, me and you. What makes a high value woman? A high value man. A high value man.
But didn't she say that a woman makes the man?
Yeah, but that's like they say behind every great man is a great woman.
Mhm.
But you're not that great man. Does that make sense? And she's around my age, so she'll tell you that.
So you're saying
You-
that like women always have to be like behind?
Bro, that's your role. That's literally like listen.
no,
hold on, listen.
It's not necessarily behind.
Listen.
It's an
No.
equal force. It's
No.
equal.
You're right. It's not behind.
equal.
It's like,
Equal is
yeah,
crazy.
like,
Equal is
yeah, we could be
crazy.
side by side, but
It's just
behind,
what you're supposed
No,
to.
hold on.
Equal is a little wild.
Listen, hold
But
on.
here, yeah,
It's just
because
what you're
equal and side by side are two different
Yeah,
things. Because
right.
you can be side by side
Yes.
and you
Correct.
fulfill
Yes.
different roles, you fulfill different factors, you do different things to
makes
make the relationship work. Because
makes
what
sense.
he lacks, I have,
That's
Correct.
true.
and what
Yes.
I lack, he
Okay,
has.
that's a
Getting
good point.
it.
Hold on,
You
hold on.
understand what I'm saying?
In chess, the queen and the king are right next to each other.
Yeah.
But they're not
Right,
equal.
that's how they start.
They're not equal. They're not equal. The queen can get killed.
Mhm.
The king gets killed.
Game's
or
over.
The game's over. Does that make sense? Like we're and I don't understand why in this.
But even in chess, the queen can move in ways that the king can't.
Correct. The queen is the strongest
You know?
piece in
So,
chess.
That's
But
what I'm
that's-
saying.
but that's
It's
what I
a
mean.
balance.
Why?
It's a balance. Like
It
women
is. It's
have a certain
very-
part to play, and men have a certain part to play.
Right.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying is that in today's society, for some reason, women, unless you tell a woman that she's your equal and she's like the same as you, like there's a problem. And it wasn't always like that until today's society. And this is why when you started the show and you were just like, oh, girl power, I was like, oh shit, she's a red flag. You know what I mean? Because to me, it's like I have a daughter, and I would never tell my daughter that she's meaningless or useless or any of that. Like there's so much power in being a woman.
Facts.
But I hate to say it to you, ladies, you're not the same as a man.
Yeah.
You'll never be the same as a man.
I agree
And it's
with that.
designed that way for them not to.
And honestly, you shouldn't want to be the same as a man. If I was a woman, I would be the best fucking woman I could be. I'd be okay with that shit. Yo, no gay shit. no homo shit. I identify as a man, but like if I was a woman, I would find the best guy that I could find, and I try to live the best life that I could fucking live. Like plain and simple. Like I wouldn't dedicate my life to trying to prove men that I'm equal to them, or better than them.
It's only the girls that are single that really do that, anyways.
Yeah,
it just makes no sense. And I'm sorry, women. Like I said, you guys are powerful, man, in your own way, but you're not men, and you'll never be men. Men run the world.
I don't know why you would.
Yo, the way their faces light up when you said they were powerful, and then you said you're never men, and then the face just went back down.
No, I agree with women can't be men,
and
but you're trying to be the best version of you.
Yeah,
and that's a good thing. Like it's not like you're trying.
Okay, but who's better, men or women?
I don't think
we're all trash.
Who's better, men or women?
I don't think nobody's better.
I don't think
women can do
better.
stuff, men can
Everybody
do
has their own shit, bro.
Okay, I was trying to catch you in the trick question. Okay. Okay. Any other super chats, real quick, man?
No, that's all right now.
No. Okay. Hold on, real quick. My boy, gotta give my boy a fucking blowhorn right here, man. Yeah. Hold on, real quick, man. Listen. Super Santiago is, first of all, he's one of our biggest supporters. He's been with us for for a long time. And I personally got to meet this guy when he came to was it the last yacht party?
It was the second yacht party.
The second yacht party we had, and I would tell you that this is probably one of the coolest guys I've ever met, man. So, we actually got to go out afterwards. After the party, we went to another party. So, it was really good. So shout out to Super Santiago. He says, "What's good, Unfiltered crew?" Oh my god, bro.
Jesus.
What's good, Unfiltered crew? Y'all back. New studio looks fire. I'm ready to come to the show. Blessings and respect. Shout out to you, man. We appreciate all the support. God damn, that shit was annoying. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. We appreciate that so much. So before we finish up here, did your opinions change on anything? Is it still girl power?
I think like me personally, I still think I still do believe like girl power, whatever.
Okay.
And I do, and I think I like what you said. I do like I add that. Like I agree. Like
I'm sorry. And girl power to you is like girls are in command, girls in the lead, like girls.
That's how it is in my
run the
family.
household.
But I'm saying girl power as in like girls, like what you worded it perfectly. Girls trying to be the best version of themselves.
Okay.
And them actually trying to do that. Like me, I don't want to go and do some like random job work like a 9 to 5. I want to work hard. That's just me. Like
what if I said what if I sat here and was just like man power, like boy power, and then I sat here and I said, and you were like, well, what's boy power? And I was just like, well, boy power is just me trying to be the best version of myself. Like
no, I'm saying like I'm adding
I
that to.
I know, but do you see how dumb it sounds? Because it's like you're supposed to be the best version of you, anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you add girl power to it, it almost makes it sound like you're a radical feminist.
No, as in like girl power, as in like not like super like feminist girl power, as in girl power is like, you should be able to believe in yourself, like to be able to do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of girls don't, but like in my family, that's like a strong
So
thing.
you're saying we should be mentally stable, is what you're saying? Is that?
What do you mean mentally stable?
That's what you just described as a mentally stable person. Like someone who believes in themselves.
Hold on.
Someone who...
I'm curious. When you look to date a guy, you date guys, correct?
Yeah.
When you look to date guys, what type of attributes do they have to have? What type of qualities, characteristics?
Like physically or like...
No, like leadership. Like what type of like
if leadership.
Like how do you want your man to act?
I've had like in the last few months my perspective has changed a lot, and I'm not really like super sure of what I want right now, because I'm not really looking to like look for a man. I'm not thinking about that.
So your ex, what was his characteristics that got to you?
You can't compare that. She's young. She's 18. That's like high school.
I think what's gonna happen is I think hopefully you get to meet like a good guy.
Yeah, because I feel like all the guys that I know, they're just like not great.
Okay.
And I'm not looking for a serious relationship until I'm like, because since I want to do medicine, I know I'm gonna have a hard like working life in school and medical school like later on, and I'm not trying to have to like deal with everything like relationship wise before. I want that to be like my set life and have like my career worked out before I have, because I also want to be able to provide anything that I can with like my relationships.
Okay.
Can I do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So if you met the perfect guy right now, perfect, 10 out of 10, checks all the boxes.
Shit.
right now,
Let's
right
go.
this
There's
minute.
always that exception.
Hold on. If you meet the perfect guy, 10 out of 10, checks all the boxes. He's handsome, he's charming, he has all the money in the world, he has this, he has that, and he said, you know what? I want to be with you. I want to be with you forever and ever and ever. I'm never going to leave you, and this is going to be great, and it's going to be perfect. But school's going to have to wait. What are you going to do?
No, because I want to do what I want to
Well,
do,
stop being
and
delusional.
I'm not gonna let a guy like ruin what I have planned for my life.
Oh, honey, no.
But you're technically not letting him ruining.
Yeah, but I just told you you're going to have the perfect
She's,
life.
but she's saying that like it's because what I want to do. Like I can have
Yeah,
a perfect life, but what I want, I feel like if I don't do what I want to do, I'm gonna regret it.
But who said you're not gonna do it? You're still gonna do it.
He's just telling you not to do it right now.
Exactly. He's gonna provide for you. Do it. he's
As in,
supposed to.
like, if I had to wait, how long do I have to wait? Like 10 years?
That
20
doesn't
years?
matter. Doesn't matter. That's not.
It'll happen down the road.
It's just, I don't know. It's a medical school, and like those 10 years of studying is different. Like,
Yeah.
it's different doing that in your early 20s than doing that all like.
Okay,
in
let's say
your
you
40s.
went to medical school already. You have your doctorate. You're a doctor, and this guy
By
comes
then,
and
I
he
would be
tells you,
fine.
"Hold on." He comes and he tells you, "Look, I don't want you to be a doctor. We have this perfect life. You don't need to be a doctor. We have all the money in the world. This and that. I just want you to take care of the kids. Make sure our kids are educated. Make sure whatever." You would
I
still
would
want
want
to
to
be
do. I
a
would want to
doctor.
do what I want to do because that's what I want to do in life. Like I want
Okay,
to be
so you
able
know
to
that
help
you're
people
gonna
as a
be,
doctor.
you know that you're gonna
Red
be
flag.
both a mediocre doctor and a mediocre mom, because you can't be great at both.
Well, then I'll try my best to be. Like I said, I'm gonna try my best to
like-
be the best version of myself.
Oh,
But
you
that's
don't know.
Yeah.
how's that being the best version for your kids though?
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Like,
You won't.
and that's something that I have been thinking about a lot. Like when, like I want to be a doctor, but I'm like, okay, like I also have to think about my future, like my social life and how I'm gonna be with my family and my relationships, or do I want to focus more on my career? And that's something that
You
like,
can't
and
have
she
all
said
of
you
that.
can't balance that out.
Look, I don't even blame her because this is what the media does.
You can
It
try.
it
You can
makes it-
try to
but
balance it
It
out.
makes it that you feel like you have to balance it when you really don't have to, bro. The man can provide for you. You take care of the kids and be a mother of the household, and you'll be fine. But the media spin it and make women think, okay, I need to be a doctor because I get a doctor. I'm gonna have money. I'm gonna have my career. I'm gonna be like
But
you
that's
don't need that.
no. I'm not saying that's why I want to be a doctor. Like I want to be a doctor because I want to be a doctor. Like I have ambitions to be a doctor. I'm not doing that to like make the money or to do like that. No,
It's still like accomplished stuff in her life. I feel
it's like
And
that's what I want to accomplish in my life.
I kind of understand her because, like, what if the guy leaves? He tells you all this
That's only
perfect
one second.
life.
Listen,
I'm saying,
Jeez.
hold on. At the
I'm-
beginning of the show, I literally asked you to give the girls advice. Remember? When I was like, what do you say to the girls that say, well, what if I do all this for a guy and a guy leaves me?
Then
Right?
it was the wrong guy.
But what I'm saying is, women, there's nothing, and this is my personal opinion. I'm not speaking for everybody. I don't think there's a greater accomplishment as a woman than to have a family and to raise a good family. Like that's like the biggest accomplishment. Well, I'm sorry, but like you being a doctor, your kids aren't gonna give a fuck if you were a doctor or if you worked at a law office. You know what I mean? Like they're just gonna care if you were present, if you were there. That's what they're gonna care for.
When your kids grow up, they're gonna be like, mommy wasn't always around, but I still turned out to be this, and you're gonna feel some type of way because you're like, I wasn't there for my kids.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think,
how about the
that's
dad,
why
though?
I'm saying,
hold on,
like,
I think it's opposite
that's-
for the dad. I'm glad you asked that question.
Yeah.
It's opposite for the dad. I don't think that the father has to be there every single day the
Right.
way the mother does.
I think
Yeah.
it's bad if the dad is there. Actually, he doesn't need two mothers.
Look at Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate describes his dad. His dad was a chess tournament player that was always out, but he would come back and show him, how to be a man and teach him certain things that he needs to be. He wasn't always there, but at least he played the role that he was supposed to play. Woman's role or nurturers, like you guys said. If you're a nurturer, you're protecting and care for your child. You have to be there for them.
But what she's saying is like at the end of the day, aside from being a mother, people want to accomplish stuff. Just like
Why? But why?
Because
As a woman, why? Why do you want to
accomplish stuff?
Bro, what the fuck?
Aside from gender,
What?
like
We're
being a
different.
human, humans want to accomplish stuff.
Listen, being a doctor and being able to make, I don't know how much you'll make, maybe 100, 150, 200,000,
But that's
depending
not
on
what
what
I'm
you do.
focused
Okay,
on.
but what does that give you? The ability to say, oh, I can buy something for you.
But that
Who gives a fuck?
I
Let's
don't-
be honest. Who gives a fuck?
I'm not, like I said before, I'm not focused on money. Like
Okay, but so what's the real reason you're
like
doing it?
I find it like it's just this emotion that I have when I help people.
Yeah, but I
that it
just
helps-
told you,
that-
like, I even put the scenario to where you got your degree, you did all that shit, and he's just telling you, okay, I just don't want you to actively practice, and you still chose to practice medicine over like having a family.
yeah, because that's what I'm passionate about in life. Like that's my passion.
And that outweighs your
And I
family.
feel like he can't take that away from me.
So that outweighs your family.
He's if the guy
That
if,
outweighs
no,
your family. Yes or no?
that's why I told you before. It's something that I've been thinking about a lot in like the last year on
Okay.
how the whole family thing and like the
So does it outweigh your family?
You should think about it.
Let her
a
talk,
lot.
bro.
Yeah, like it's something that I've been having to think about. Like I'm not sure. I wanted to be a doctor for a long time, but it's also like, okay, you know, like I want to have a family, but how is me being a doctor going to affect my family, and how is me being a doctor going to affect this and that?
So, quick question: you find a guy that makes, say,
Speaking to the mic, bro.
$1 million a year, and he's providing for you, taking care of you, bring you where you want to go. And all you have to do is be a mother for your children. Are you
Where's he
still
at? You
gonna-
got his number?
Are you still gonna pursue this doctor dream?
Yeah, because like I understand where you guys are coming from. Like I understand that you guys maybe think that's just like dumb, but for me, like to me, like being a doctor, that's what I want to do. And that's my passion. That's special to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I get like, okay, I get it, but like personally, I think that I would want to follow my passion, because I don't really care about all that other stuff. I care about what I'm passionate about.
What
And I feel
accomplishment like you want to get?
it's just it's not like being like it's being a doctor in general, like being able to help people like that. It makes me feel happy.
Being a doctor
So
is
when
not
you
the
open
only
your
way to help
practice, you're
people.
gonna see people for free. You're gonna see patients for free.
No, because that's not how.
I mean, you
that's
said you
not-
just wanted to be
yeah,
a doctor to be a
that's-
doctor. You didn't care about
but
the
that's
money.
not-
What are you talking about?
But that's not how the world works anyway.
I understand that.
She's not gonna have a place to
saying.
I get what you're
practice if she
saying.
doesn't
I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't.
There's
understand.
no places that are gonna be able to do that.
What are you
anyway.
talking about? Of course, you could get on a plane and go to Somalia and go be a doctor for free.
But then how she can
Right
be
now.
a mother?
Yeah, right now,
Well, she's
without
not
a
gonna-
doctorate.
She's not gonna be mother either way.
No, that's not true. I know I bet you all of your mom's work, right?
That wasn't a
It's the
doctor.
society we
But
live
That's not the
still,
same.
like there's people that they work as hard as a doctor too, and they're still
But
mothers.
there's also people who are doctors that, let's say, they can be great mothers, but it's because their shifts aren't as long, or
Yeah,
they don't do as
my
much
mom
practice
worked.
as
You know,
mothers.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on.
give
She
you an
literally
example.
just told you were gonna be a mediocre doctor, which is what. She's
Yeah,
saying.
you're not gonna be great at both of them. You can't be a great mom and a great doctor. Like it's just one of those.
You're
jobs.
also gonna.
Yeah,
You're also
that's
gonna be.
like- I
You're also gonna be.
acknowledge
Hold on.
that.
You're also gonna be single,
Mhm.
and probably divorced.
You're gonna be like
I
most
don't
of the
know.
women that come on here.
I don't know.
They're like older and they're like, yo, they try to pursue something in their life and then that didn't work out and now they can't find a man that like
Wait,
wants to
because
settle down with them or whatever.
Wait,
Yo,
because I was gonna say something about what she said. She's like, "Oh yeah, because most moms work and they have kids. When you're a mom and you have a kid, like I wish I didn't have to work.
Right. Yeah. What the fuck?
Like
what-
to be dead ass honest with you, I wish I didn't have to work.
Yeah, you say that like it's.
I
not
wish
something
I
to be
didn't
proud
have to
of.
work. I wish I could just chill with my kid, go to all her AAU volleyball games, and chill with her all day long, and just talk shit with her. Like us, like them. I'll take a week off of not doing any comedy, of not doing anything, just so I can hang out with my kid
Okay,
and
but
go to a
hold on.
tournament with her.
Here's the
because-
difference. You're older and more mature. You've gone through that.
Yeah.
They haven't, so they don't understand that yet.
Okay, so then I'll put it into a different perspective. My mom worked all her life. My mom worked all her life. Like she retired like from the federal government, like all her life, ever since she was 17 years old. You go and you talk to my mom now, and even like with me, I don't think I turned out bad. Like I think I'm a pretty decent like human being, like whatever. And like she gets like on these emotional rants like all the time, and she's like, I just wish I would have been there more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about, mom?
Yeah.
Like chill out. But
Do you give a fuck that she was a federal worker and
happened.
she made all this money?
no, absolutely
Okay.
not. I mean, she was a great mom.
Yeah,
She
I
was
get
a
that.
great mom,
But
but
I'm saying is, at the end of the day, when people
she,
hold on,
she
when
hates the fact she wasn't
hold
there
on.
as much.
When people are
You know what I mean?
dying, when people are dying in the hospital on their deathbeds, there's one thing that they want more of:
Time.
time.
Yeah.
Nobody says, "I wish I would have got another degree. I wish I would have bought another business. I wish I would have bought another car, another Gucci belt, another Louis bag." They don't give a fuck about none of that.
Yeah.
They just want more time with the people that they love. That's it. So
Hey,
it's weird to hold on. It's weird to me when society pushes women that like be a bad bitch, be a boss bitch, and go get that lawyer degree and do this and do that. And it's just like in reality, you become a victim of your own success. Because first of all, you're a high earner, you're a woman, you're
Makes
probably
it more
masculine.
difficult to find a man.
Yes. And your dating pool is going to be smaller. You're probably going to be very unhappy if we're being totally serious. Like if you're being honest, that's just my opinion right there. And I say that from what episode is this? 181.
181.
We've had grown women come on here, and 30, 35-year-olds, and say and single, and tell us like, yo, we're happy the way we are, but no, they're not. They're not happy.
Yeah.
They're actually miserable, if we're being totally honest. Okay, cool. My boy Super Sun Taco with another super chat. He says, why does she need self-gratification from helping patients? Isn't it better to have that by having a family?
Facts.
You can be happy either way. Like you can be happy by like helping patients, and you can also be happy by having a family. But
So you're
I choose to be a doctor and have that stuff and that have gratification.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you're gonna be more happier helping some random person that you don't know than your kid that needs you, that's going through whatever.
But I'm
and
not
you're
like
not there.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna have a family. Like this isn't a situation where I would have a family and I would have to choose between my job and my kids, and that's why she said you can't have both.
Yeah.
Like you would have to be either a mediocre doctor or a mediocre mom.
Mhm.
But
So your
that's
passion
why
to
I'm
be
saying,
a doctor is that strong?
yeah,
you
like
wouldn't have a family?
I really want to be a doctor.
Okay.
And that would
Like,
make you happy. That would fulfill everything in the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You would go to
but
that
that's why I'm
doctor
saying
job
that-
every
that's
single
why
day.
I'm saying like me, like I really like being a doctor. Like it just like if I find so much joy in doing all those practices. But that's why I'm saying there's so much that I've had to think about in the last like few years, and that's why it's been so hard for me. Like I do want to be a doctor, and that's why I'm studying biology, but that opinion could always change anytime soon.
Yeah.
And it's just like something that I've been thinking about a lot. Like I understand where you guys are coming from, and that's why I thank you for telling me all these, but it's also like something that I've also had to think about. It's kind of like a choice that I have to make, and I have to choose my career or a family.
Well, I thank you for being open-minded.
Yeah.
And just for taking this in a good way, because a lot of people would sit here and be offended by it. The only thing I'm saying to you is just what she said. You can't have that and then also be a good wife and then also be a good mother and then also have a strong social
That's why I
circle.
said when let's okay whether that's why I've always said it's okay. I can't balance it out. I can't have both. I either have to choose more of my social career but have like be a worse doctor, be mediocre doctor, or I can choose to focus more on my career.
Correct.
But then I would have a horrible social life, or I
Correct.
wouldn't be a good mom, or like that. Like those are the things that I've
Yeah.
had to think about, and I've talked with my family about this, and I was like, like I'm not really sure. Like I really like this,
Or
but this is a problem.
you could find a good man, have a great social life, be a great mother, still have a good relationship with your family, and dedicate your time to being a mother and a wife.
That's not a problem to me, but to me, like that's
Being
why
a doctor is
right
more
now,
important.
right now, like at my age, like I.
By the way, there's other ways to like help people.
I
You could
haven't
go feed the
found-
homeless. Jules literally feeds the fucking homeless.
I haven't found.
Shout out Jules.
I haven't found like a guy like that.
Like
So,
Jules doesn't want to be a doctor, but she's feeding the fucking homeless.
She's
You
helping
know what I mean?
people.
But like,
I'm sorry.
listen,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to say the fucking homeless, but like she's feeding homeless people. You know what I mean?
like we talked about earlier, high valued men are like rarer. So to me, like I'm not thinking, especially where I am now, and like where I live now, and the people that I know that there's most likely not a guy there, and if they are,
You're in the wrong place.
I'm in the wrong
You're in the
place.
wrong social circle.
No, but
To be honest, I don't really blame her because
So I'm
everything,
not thinking
everything that
about that.
happens is pushing us away from what nature really wants. Nowadays, women are not being women. Men are not being men. So it's like sometimes I can't even blame our generation when they think the way they think, because like the things they see on the internet and the media, the portrayal, it's like sometimes I don't really blame them. But like when somebody's showing you, then you just learn from it, understand that the way you're going about it is not the way it's supposed to be.
Like, that's
Simple.
why I said earlier it's sad because most men don't know what a good woman is because they've never met one.
Correct. I will fucking agree to that.
You understand what I'm saying?
It took me getting this long to realize that. So,
because they've never met one.
and it's fucked up because until I met one,
You didn't understand.
I didn't know what I
the other
know
side.
now.
Yeah, like
you know
what
I
you
mean?
were missing or what
Yes.
you was.
And then
like-
when you meet a good woman, then your whole mind starts to just kind of change a little bit. You know what I mean? Then you start.
Yeah,
to
if you're
mature.
open to it.
Yes, you got to be.
If
open
you're
to
not,
it.
you get fucking confused as
Correct.
fuck. And you're like, wait a minute, what's going on?
But okay, so but that speaks volumes because it took me this long to find a
right.
to find a good woman.
I
And
know
it-
men that are older than you that still don't know what a good woman is because they've never met one.
Yeah.
So
Either they never met one, or like you said, they weren't open to. Maybe there was
when
a
it
good
happened,
one. Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
So I will say that. Okay, cool. Real quick before we get out of here, man. I want to get your thoughts on the show. Go ahead.
I liked it. I definitely like. I knew.
Don't say you like it and then leave here and be like, I hate it.
No, I actually liked it. No, I liked it. I like discussing ideas. Like
She's not even that funny.
like my friends and I, like my friends are very like theoretical and they like talking about a lot of things that are like hard, controversial topics. And I like doing that. Like I like hearing different perspectives. I like giving my opinion and then also hearing other people's opinions. And I'm like, okay, you know what, like that makes sense, or I don't agree with you. But like that's just me. Like I like discussing. So I really liked it. I liked that you guys were open to hearing me out. And I was glad that you guys were also like open to giving your opinions. And I'm very happy that you guys were able to do that. So yeah, I like the podcast.
Shout out to you, man. Appreciate it.
Shout out.
What about you, Blue? Thoughts on the show?
I liked it. It always make me think about the man side. Yeah.
The man side.
Yeah.
Yo, listen,
I never
we don't hate women here.
No, I know that. I just feel like, you want women to be so bad a certain type of way, and you can't force everyone to.
What do you mean
that.
we want women to be
Like you
better?
want them to be like her, like she says, like I want to be a doctor. Like just let the girl be a doctor. Let her be a little bit.
bro.
Let me tell you something.
No, let me tell you something. Hold
A
on. Let me
mediocre
hold on.
mother is
Rebecca.
better than a terrible mother. Okay.
Yeah, but a great mother is better than a mediocre mother.
But mediocre is just good.
Wait,
It's right
hold
there.
on. That's the problem. Hold on. That's the problem. Listen. Hold on. That's
You
the
can't
problem.
be perfect at
Listen,
everything.
that's the problem with your generation. You guys are okay. You guys are okay with mediocre.
Just
Like you guys are okay with that. Like good enough is just good enough for you guys.
If you
And
can be
I come from a place where like, bro, good enough is not good enough. Like you got to be the best.
If you're not first, you're last.
That's it. That's where we come from. You're not first or last. In today's society, you're that's good enough. Bro, that's not where I come from. And all I'm saying is, the reason why I say we don't hate women, bro, I have a daughter. My daughter is gonna grow up. If I had an option to tell my daughter, go ahead and be a doctor, or go ahead and try to find a good man and get a good family,
Be a good mother,
be a
a
good
good wife.
mother, and bro, I would tell her. As a man, I know how hard it is to be a man. Why would I want my daughter to go through the process of trying to essentially compete with men? Like I love my daughter. I wouldn't want that for her. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not that. I think women give each other the worst advice. Like go ahead and do whatever you want. Be whatever you want. But in reality, like, bro, you don't know what's gonna happen to her when she gets to be a doctor 10 years from now, after she's done her residency and all that.
It's not gonna matter.
Hold on, when she's making her money, the guys that she wants to date don't want to date her. They don't want to date those type of
She
women.
doesn't have time for them.
She not only does she not have time, but they listen. If you tell me that I can date a doctor who makes $300,000 a year, or I can date a girl that makes or doesn't have a job or works at a job that doesn't make anything,
She can work at McDonald's.
but she has all the time for me to invest into what I'm doing, right? And she's gonna dedicate her life to being with me and build something with me. I'm taking her.
Facts.
Fuck the doctor.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck about the doctor because I'm not looking to live off your money. And I know you don't have time for me. You're a doctor. You gotta be at the hospital every day. Like that's not attractive to most men. I'm saying most men. Now maybe the guys you're dating, maybe that's attractive to them. But the guys like me, we don't care about your money. I don't care about your status. I don't care about your title. I don't care about your job. You know what I mean? Like we don't care about that type of stuff.
And it's kind of crazy we have to have these conversations as human beings, because it's like we're straying so far away from what we're really supposed to be as life, like how life is really supposed to be, where a woman knows this place to be a nurturer and a man knows this place to be a provider and protector. Like we stray so far away from that we have to have podcasts like these that remind women that, yo, this is what you're supposed to do, and then they think we hate them or think we're being misogynistic or
Yeah.
something. Like it's kind of crazy.
I agree with that, but then there's also like the side of the man that the man is also forgetting what to do a lot, especially
I agree with
guys
that.
now.
No, I agree with that.
That's our fault.
But it comes back to what she says.
Hold on.
Listen, no.
As
It
women,
comes back to
it
what she
is.
says. Women set the standard. Listen. Look.
A man is only gonna get away with what you let.
When
him
she
get away
says it's
with.
our fault, she's not saying like, she's not trying to be rude to you ladies. What she's saying is we set the standard. As women, we set the standard. So if you allow men to do that, they're gonna do that.
And why are women not setting the standard?
If Jules
I
allowed,
don't have any.
hold on. If Jules allowed me to sit at home and play video games and watch Netflix all day, and she was going to work and paying all of our bills, if I was a bum ass dude, I'd be like, shit, this is a good life. This is a good fucking life. Jules is out there slaving, paying the bills.
It's like that sound
I'm
on the
on-
reels, the Wi-Fi here jumping. Like,
I'm on level 100. I'm about to finish my game. You feel me? But come on, let's be honest. Okay, what about you? Thoughts on the show? Go ahead.
me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I thought it was her turn. So, I always have a great time. Here. I like being the old bitch on the panel.
Yeah.
But, it's really.
By the way,
insightful.
guys, 68. She don't look like 68.
What?
Not
No,
one
I'm
day.
lying. I'm 38.
I'm
I'm
kidding,
38,
I'm
you
kidding.
guys. I'm 38.
Ain't no way y'all really about to believe that.
They did. She was like, "Bitch, give me your skincare routine."
I'm kidding. Listen, shout out to you, Dina. You've been with us since the start. I think you were with us when we had the one table.
I was.
The one
One
table.
and
Yeah.
it was only like 4 people.
4 people.
Yo, when I
At a
first
time.
got Dina to the show, she was like, I think I'm too old to be on your show.
No, well, when you guys
then
hit
she
me
didn't
up,
want to put her card in the league, and bro, she
okay,
was
because
fighting
when
with
you
me
hit
for a
me
week.
up,
A
okay,
week.
because okay, we're gonna get into it. So I had a really not a negative experience, but I had another experience that kind of turns me off to podcasts for a little while. Which actually, I'm doing I'm doing the Sauce Cast on the 24th, you guys. So if you guys want
Shout
to
out to
tune in,
you. What podcast was it? What podcast was it?
It's Unfiltered.
So
But you had a negative experience with
so
us.
I had a no. I
With
was
who?
on your former employer's podcast, and
Fresh and Fit?
yeah,
You went to Fresh and Fit?
a long time ago. Remember
What
we
was
talked
the
about
bad
this.
experience?
Bro,
Long
honestly, I
time
don't
ago.
remember.
The bad experience is that they don't fucking let you talk. You get me? And
We don't let girls talk here either.
So
Right. So I kind of had like a bad taste in my mouth because of that. And so when Basil hit me up, I was like, I don't think I fit your demographic of what you're looking for, sir.
Exactly
I
what
told
you
him
said.
just like that. I swear to God. And he was like, no, it's not like that. I swear. Like, and I was like, I'm a C, whatever. And now I'm stuck with you guys. So here I am.
Yeah, shout out to you, man. You've been with us since the start. The one table. We've been upgrading. You see, we keep upgrading.
I do. I'm really proud of you
but
guys. You
we're-
guys are doing the damn thing.
Yeah, no, we really appreciate everybody that supported us from day one. We're just honestly we really appreciate you.
I mean, you guys are worth supporting. That's for sure.
Thank you.
facts.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
And you've seen the growth in me, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
And I think in all of us.
Yeah.
I think we've
I've
all
seen growth
kind
in
of
you too.
grown
Yeah.
a little bit, right?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of growth in myself, though. I will say
I
that.
think so. I think that's a good thing. Growth
Yeah,
is always
you're
a
more lax
great
on the girls
thing.
now.
Who,
I'm more
me?
lax on the
I'm
girls.
telling you, Dina.
Oh, Dina.
Yeah, I used
Oh
to-
yeah, you remember
I
that
used
one
to
time
do
Dina was
that.
gonna fight?
Bro,
Right.
Dina was about to fight like almost
Oh,
every
man.
fucking podcast. The black girl, and then the
Yeah.
last time with
she's a hot.
the little redhead, and then the other black girl. next
I
to
be
me.
chilling. They just don't like what I have to say, so they get in their feelings and then they
Yeah,
get
I would
mad
say that.
because
Yeah.
I'm the type of person like I'm not gonna get in my feelings back.
That's why
I'm
I
a
thank her.
comedian. I start
Yeah.
laughing at you.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna get
That's why I
you
thank her
mad.
for being open minded, because a lot of people come on here and feel attacked,
Yeah, they do.
and so but you'll never learn anything like that if you always feel
Never.
attacked.
Yeah.
Man,
Okay,
she did
I know
get
we
mad
have
at
some
you
super
laughing.
chats.
She was like, "Why is it?"
She's like,
this
why
old-
is it so
she-
funny? And I'm like, cause I'm a comedian.
She's like,
What
"This
the
old
fuck?"
bitch keeps
Yeah.
laughing at me.
Hold on, bro.
Yeah,
let's
we
get
got
to, let's
some-
get to the super chats. Go ahead,
Yeah,
bro.
we got some super chats. We got Lord Peachy. How many business women complain about not having a family? A lot, right? No mother complains about being a businesswoman.
Yep.
Correct. Peachy be dropping bombs, bro. Shout out to
Shout out
Peachy.
Peachy,
Go ahead, bro.
man.
Keep reading them.
Yep. We got Captain Caveman. In my opinion, she's being selfish because she's putting her wants and needs above that of a future family.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Captain, I will say that I was thinking the same thing. I just didn't want to say it because
No.
That's why I said in
I
100
am
years.
being selfish.
That's why I said in
But-
100 years, your doctor won't matter. Your kids is gonna grow up and have kids.
Yeah, but who says I'm gonna have a family? That's something I have to think
But
about
that's
too.
so sad though.
I know. That's what
We're
I'm saying.
straying
That's something
away
I
from-
have to think about.
But
a lot.
listen, I've never seen a time ever, and I mean, I know I'm not that old, but a time where like women are so blatantly open about not wanting to have kids and be mothers.
No, I want to have.
I'm not
kids.
talking just about you. I'm
yeah.
saying in general, like on this podcast, we've had so many women that come on here and they're just like, yo, listen, I don't want kids.
And
I don't want to
deep.
be a
Like,
mother.
they just open
Deep. Yo,
No,
if you
listen,
ever
hold
know
on.
how deep
They're
that
saying,
goes,
I don't want to be a mother. I don't want kids. I'm selfish. I'm living for myself. And I'm just like, if your mother thought like that, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here.
And sometimes I'm telling you, sometimes I don't blame them for thinking like that because it's designed for them to think like that. That's what they want. They want you not to have kids and work and be a slave to the system. I'm telling you.
No, well, let's get to those super chats, man. Go ahead.
Yep. We got Super Saiyan Taco. They getting participation trophies. We out here getting or going for gold medal.
Yeah, shout out to Santiago, man. Santiago's actually around my age too, man. So he understands it. Yeah. Any other ones, man? Go ahead.
Yep. We also got shout out to Dr. Kish.
Shout out.
Hey, Dr. Kish.
Yes, sir. Fellas, if you had to choose, would you date a girl who's a McDonald's worker or a doctor? McDonald's for me. Shout out to the young hustlers out there.
Yeah. Okay. Shout out to Dr. Kish, man. For the guys, I just said this earlier. I would go for the McDonald's worker. I'm cool with that. What about you?
McDonald's worker, of course.
Okay. What about you?
McDonald's worker.
It's very
She
easy.
got time for me.
Hey, listen,
Time in the doctor's gonna have like more masculine traits. She has to be more of a leader. She has nurses under her, and once you get a certain level, you're gonna have other doctors under you. So you're gonna come home and bring that to me. On top of that, you're not gonna play that feminine role. You're not gonna be cooking. You're not gonna clean.
She's gonna come home and tell you to shut up.
Facts. She's gonna be like, "Why didn't you wash the dishes?"
You know what I went through today? You know how much surgeries? You know,
She's gonna be like, "What
that, bro?"
Yeah, like she's gonna come home with an attitude instead of coming home and bringing me peace, or
Yeah.
even being at home and I'm coming home and she's
Yeah.
bringing me peace.
You see a lot of times where like you'll have a woman who's like a successful doctor or a lawyer, and her husband's also like a successful doctor or a lawyer. They usually don't work out.
Yeah.
And it's because of one thing, time. Like they don't have time to hang out or bond or go out on dates. You know what I mean? Like it always comes down to the same thing.
I think that's an American trait too, though, because this past
Yep.
weekend I met not this past on Tuesday I was at a show and I met these two doctors from Norway.
That's different though. That's culture.
But yeah, so they have time to enjoy each
But
other
that's
because
culture.
it's built into the
Okay,
culture.
but here's the thing.
You know what I mean?
In Norway, they're doctors and then they're coming straight home to each other. In
Yeah,
America,
it's not
we're
like that.
doctors,
Exactly.
and then women are. It's I'm a doctor, but then I gotta go see my family, and then I gotta go see my friends, and then the husband's all the way at the
No,
bottom.
I mean it's not only that; it's just the system is set up differently.
Yeah,
Like
and
over
not
there, they
only-
have like extended vacations. They
Oh, yeah.
have like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's more of a mind frame of that makes the family nucleus
And then
important.
America
you know
is,
what I
a,
mean?
is
It's-
a business country. It's
yeah,
like-
exactly. We're too capitalistic for
Yeah.
that.
Hate to say it,
It's
man.
sad, bro. I'm telling you, life is just getting sadder and sadder.
Okay, real quick, thoughts on the show. Go ahead.
It was good. I like always hearing other people's perspective on it. Like I just like listening to what everyone has to say about different topics.
Okay, yeah, no, that was very profound.
I knew you were gonna say that.
That I appreciate that, and I like listening to your perspectives as well.
Thank you for being here.
What about you? Thoughts on the show?
I mean, I'm always gonna think it's great. Like you guys speak about a lot of topics that me included, like some topics I might not understand, but you guys help me understand that. And
Yeah.
you help other young people understand that as well,
Okay.
which is also really needed in this generation. So yeah,
Real quick, what's the definition of monopoly again?
being loyal.
Being loyal. Okay, shout out to Monopoly. Okay, real quick before you get out of here, so you still gonna have all those guy friends? Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
That's a yes. That's a yes.
Why you look
Yes.
at Jakeem?
Okay.
Because he's my guy friend. So why would I take Jakeem on?
but you okay.
What?
Yo, Jakeem looks like he's been dying to say something
Yeah.
all show, but he's like, I don't want to.
Yeah, he's all his tongue. He's like, I really pull out the receipts. That's how
Say
he.
it,
That's
though.
What receipts? No, we chilling. We chilling.
My boy Keen playing the
long game.
the longest
Wow.
yard. I'm gonna
What-
make you a t-shirt.
I got a girlfriend. I'm not playing no games. I got a girlfriend.
Jakeem, 1 year from now, we'll see the truth. 1 year from now.
1 year from now.
Give us some time.
What we
What do
gonna
you
be
mean
at?
by
What we
that?
gonna be at 1 year
Huh?
from now, Nati?
Be rich.
Gonna be rich.
Longest
Okay.
yard. Adam
Okay, cool.
Sandler. Great
Jakeem,
movie.
thoughts on the show, brother. Go ahead.
W show. You guys are genuine people. I love coming on here. I learn a lot from you guys, and it's like you guys are just so open to listen to other people's perspectives, which is kind of rare. 'cause-
Persextas, what?
Perspectives, bro.
Back six.
Yeah.
We got-
Monopoly. There's a lot of crazy shit going on.
But yeah, I like being on here because you guys are genuine and open minded. So
I will say that the shows are always they're based on panels. Like if the panels are fun, man, we always we'll be here for 2 hours. It feels like we're here for 20 minutes. So we appreciate you guys coming. Thank you for taking your time. Time is valuable. Thank you for taking your time to come here. We appreciate you guys rocking with us, and it goes a long way. I personally think gratitude is important, and so I'd like to thank you guys. I'd like to thank all the viewers, everybody who super chats, all the people who chat with Jules in the back, keeps on laughing in the back. I don't know what she'd be laughing about over there. Shout out to Curtis. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to my boy right here.
Let's go.
And we'll have Steve back tomorrow, man. We'll see you guys for the daytime show tomorrow. Have a good night. Peace.
Oh no.
I would have touched you with a fucking stick.